everyone, how are we all tonight? Are you Johnny? I am Jed.
Howdy doody. I've spec 4 eyes again.
Yeah. Got his new glasses today. So, 2 pair. Oh, there you go.
One for reading, one for driving.
Yeah. He's got his reading glasses on at the moment. But when he first put them on, he think, oh my God. So I says, you've got to get used to them. I think you've sort of got used to them now, haven't you? I'll let him. Oh dear.
Tell him what you're laughing at.
It's alright. We're going like this, like.
I'm folding Karen's jam.
I knows, bro. I Tim.
I don't, Tim. I don't, bro.
Randy, that's so Brody can see you read. Oh, funny thing is, I've got like a. Yeah.
I'm specs again.
Yeah, they use reading glasses.
And a baldy again. I'll let her loose on my head.
Oh yeah, he's had a bit of a tash trim.
Tash trim.
L slap head there.
Got small reading glasses, large distance glasses.
Yeah. I must admit, I like the ones like for distance ones best. Yeah, he's got putting his other ones on. Just giving you a fashion show. No problems, Johnny says I'll come up when I stop singing. So yeah, these other ones, they're a bit. It reminds me of somebody, and I can't quite think who it reminds me of with them on. Not his others, them.
Harry Potter.
No, it's somebody, and he's got beard and everything, but I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on who it reminds me on.
It must look like a sexy bugger.
Brazilian coconut and pistachio. Ooh. But yeah, I just can't put my finger on it. It reminds me on within them the bigger ones. Hi Kirsty, how are you?
Hey,
What?
Timmy Mallet.
Not Timmy Mallet. Hey, honestly, Johnny, he hadn't had to pay a penny. Basically, well, I tell a lie. They did this test on him. That it's like when I went for my eyes tested before, they said, "Do you want this?" The blah blah blah. But it costs you £10 extra. Well, apparently, he'd got to have it done. So that's all he had to pay out, that £10 for that. I don't know where it is. Yeah, it was great. It's great to see her back, Amjad. Same as she says. Oh God. Yeah, but Callum started a course today. It's only like 2 weeks. And Irate enjoys it.
We're going to get free food and chance to win some chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. He gets his dinner paid. He gets his dinner paid for.
Don't feel quality paddle, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going too carried away yakkering on. It's all right. It's just reminded me I ain't put link in. Well, I'm that busy, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's got. Hey, Bill's here.
Hello, Bill, man.
What up? I'm driving.
Are you on way back home?
I'm back home now. I'm back to my own little car now.
Well, anyway, he even got a free bus pass travel thing today. Can't be bad, can it? He started like a course, an IT course, and basically gets his dinner paid for him. if they're there sort of early-ish to get the breakfast, it can't be bad. Do you want to go and live there, Callum? So he's thoroughly enjoying it. Day one.
Guess what we got today? I don't know if you can see it. Way back there.
Yeah.
That's going to be my next book. Oh, sorry. That's a go-kart motor. Yeah, that's going to be my next go-kart motor.
Ooh, oh, hey. And then they were gone. But yeah, honestly, yeah.
I lost you for a second there. I lost my signal.
1 minute you were there and next minute you were gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I just drove 60 miles each way to pick that motor up.
Really?
It's got about twice as much horsepower as I usually put in a go-kart. So I said, yeah, I don't even have anything to put it in, but I want that motor, you know. So we're going to make some sort of fire-breathing monster.
Hiya, Johnny.
Hello.
Hey, I've got an idea for you, Bill.
What's that?
I've just got a Zimmer frame. I'll have it on that.
Do what?
It's a walking frame thing.
You
Can you fit motors to Zimmer frames? Hi, Bria.
Well, I was thinking about getting the welder out and making a go-kart and basically building something around the motor.
Oh.
Yeah, just start from scratch and make my own.
Oh. So Johnny, have you been boogieing then?
Yeah.
So obviously you're a bit sent a bit down in dumps last night, you know, with your feet and whatever.
No, not too bad.
So
I have problems with my feet anyway, but every time I do anything, it involves like kneeling down for a while. It does me no good.
do you ever thought of soaking your feet?
I keep. Well, we've got a foot spa somewhere. I don't know.
It's surprising. I you know, if you've got
I've got
problems
an electric
with
sander for him.
But yeah, you can get like these aromatherapy oils and everything that you can put in them, and you know it just makes you
It's
feel.
just a circulation problem with my back.
Yeah, well, with a foot spa, it blows bubbles, doesn't it, up onto your feet, and sort of massages underneath your feet. That should help your circulation a little bit.
I got one of them places where little fish eat your feet, that skin eat your feet, but they think I'm wearing wellies.
So you mean where they
way.
put the feet in leeches?
Yeah, no, they're little fish, aren't they?
Well, I don't know, but some you can go to these spot like supposedly posh spa places where you put your feet in this thing and these leeches, and yeah, I've heard of that one with fish. Fancy fish nibbling at your feet. Ooh.
You are.
What if one takes a bit too much of a bite into your foot? Takes a big chunk out your foot.
I think they're only tiny little fish.
I don't think they keep them that big.
But yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to have jaws swimming around with your feet. And swordfish stabbing you.
Yeah, it's not going to be a fish big enough to pull you yet.
But I mean, it's like
I've got a catfish in my tank that eats everything.
stick him underneath your
I've got
foot.
2 fish left in a 4-foot tank. He's eating them all.
Say, Johnny, get him out at the tank and say, "Yeah, feast on that," and stick him underneath
I'm
your
thinking of sticking
feet.
him in a pond with him.
Hi, Keena.
You are going to bed.
No,
Where you are?
Dad, Mum just gave me a chop chop.
Oh, that's a good idea at 9 o'clock at night.
And you guys aren't allowed. You guys aren't allowed to complain about the weather. It's 106 flipping degrees today.
Oh, it's been a bit cooler for the past few days, Bill. We've had nothing but rain.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see the temperature gauge.
End of September.
It's 107. I take that back. Oh, yeah. I'm on an off ramp. I can only go 50. No, the fastest I've gone today is only about 90.
The past few
I did
days,
30
Bill,
roundabout.
it's absolutely peed it down. Well, when I say absolutely peed it down, it's been on and off, on and off, on and off, and yeah, we don't know whether we're coming or going.
It's supposed to be alright again though by end of week though, and then for another couple of weeks of hot weather again then. So, all good.
Well, just think. I mean, I were watching weather tonight. Death Valley, 51 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, it's bloody hot.
It's called
Yeah, that's in the middle of a desert. They don't call it Happy Valley. It's Death Valley.
I mean, you imagine.
It's
You
not
know, I
Death
mean-
Valley as in, pardon.
But like, I think Italy is the one that's going spank the most. About 47, 48 degrees, I think.
Oh, the summer, the year I was born in 1976, it was 43. That summer.
We're not used to it,
Everyone
Johnny.
needs to
That's
stop freaking
the
out.
thing.
Summer, innit? Enjoy it, because bloody winter weather in
But
this
the
country
thing is, we have this every year. You know, since like climate change and everything, we're getting warmer summers. Now you'd think that the government would be equipped for these sort of things.
The shit out of the sky, poisoning as well. So it's all good.
You know what I mean? You'd think they'd be.
They do, they pay knots and crosses in the sky, make planes.
Hi, Woody. How are you?
And in Mexico. You're not allowed to do it in Mexico.
But yeah,
Weather manipulation.
this weather is just the right weather for me
Oh no.
personally.
Bring it on. Oh.
Yeah, it's too hot for me. 107 is too hot for me.
Yeah, that is a bit stupid.
Yeah, I like it when it's, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but when it's about 70 degrees, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, 70 right?
But you know what I mean? It's
But you know me, Jeanette, I'm never out of garden when the sun's out.
that's it, and it's like the only thing that worries me. Oh, you know, I've got something in my eye, and don't say my finger.
Johnny Four
It looks like your finger.
Hey, I'm more expensive than that. Cost of living than that. I'm at least $6.99.
The thing that worries me is all these wildfires that are springing up all over the place.
Usually idiots for camping.
But you know, we've got them non-stop in Canada, and they, you know, they're like springing up all over the place.
Yeah, vote to give away free ice cream.
But like, they've got right idea. Hi, Gordo. They've got right idea in Italy. They've got the Red Cross standing in like, well, it was showing you Trevi Fountain earlier on, and they were having to guard the fountain because of the warm weather.
Keep people out.
If anybody decided to go in for a dip. And they
I
were,
can see that.
they were all like that, and you know, cooling themselves down with water, and they'd got like security guards on board just to make sure that, you know, they didn't have people diving in.
Why?
It's
Oh, now
it,
we're home.
You can't have a dip.
but the fountain, it's not a, you know, a pool. You know what I mean? If one person dove in, then everybody'd follow, and you'd just have mayhem and
Yeah,
whatever.
but Jeanette, I'm a Yorkshireman as long as it's wet.
You can dip your feet in it.
Oh,
Look at
shithead.
Bill looking all windswept.
Oh, hello, shithead.
He looks
Used
a
to-
lot more relaxed with you, Johnny.
Until he attacks. Look.
I was going to say, it's like when you picked him up like last week, you're a bit on edge, if you know what I mean. He seems a bit on edge.
Look at me. Well,
You know what gets me with cats though? They bite you and then they lick you.
Thinks he's hard.
What's that all about?
Thinks he's hard, don't know. Look, locks his arms around me. Get him biting, shithead.
But this was Chris earlier on. It would do it were at his computer, right? And took her on his knee, and because he weren't paying attention to Tucker, I took us going. That one's a good one, Bill.
My wife got me that one.
Did you see that?
Bloody hell,
So,
you can
Johnny.
jump out of a car quick, Bill.
Johnny didn't see it, Bill.
I did.
He says his
Life's
wife
too short
watched
for
him.
that. Something like that.
It says life short, play naked.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, cause sort of Chris had got him on his knee and he weren't paying attention to him. He went, "Hey up, come in, yeah, pay attention to me." And he kept going like that with Chris with Paul.
This one's called Mister.
Yeah, Mr. What or Mr. Wherefore or.
I would say it was Mrs. until they had a closer look.
Oh
So
dear.
It gives me that LBGTQ 69 look.
But it's like this, Johnny's having to keep window sort of clamped so he can't get out, if you know what I mean, till he's...
He's actually got out into the front garden twice, but he's come back in when I've told him to. Which is surprising.
Yeah.
He could have jumped over the fence, but he didn't.
Because see, the thing is, Woody, he sort of adopted it and it's already a year old. Well, when he say it's a family member's, he's adopted it from a family member. And they haven't had him there. You know. Yeah.
You'll never look at me the same again, will you?
Got to have his Mr. Bit Day up. Oh my God. Oh dear, just call him Mr. Muscles. But yeah, he's got to have his Mr. Bits took off and replaced by Mrs. Bits.
Oh, you're Mr. and Mrs. then. Like the game show.
But yeah, all they do, Johnny, with a male cat, they don't take the, you know, the testes. They just, like when they're getting a bloke a vasectomy, they just snip the pipes. So basically, they've got the wherewithal, but they shoot blank. So yeah, they've got the wherewithal, but they just
Tell
shoot
he's still a
blank.
baby, can't you? Look? Tell he's still a baby.
Yeah, wanting to play.
He like grabs you.
We're gonna have to come over, Johnny, because I've got that thing for Tracy, and then I've got a basket full of toys over there. So it's like one thing after other. He got cellulitis in his leg. Last week we were out internet and having to wait for them coming. So yeah, it's been all right, Tim. It's been like for the last 3 days, it's been windy, raining, sunny, raining, sunny. And it's sort of like been like that all day.
Every cloud has had its own thing in mind.
But yeah. Well, this were the thing. It was absolutely bouncing it down. And Chris, it's sun come out, and Chris looked outside and he went, "Cool, blimey," he says, "I see top at shed," and I went, "Why? What's up now?" He says, "It's all steam coming off it," I went,
Yeah,
it's just been raining. I says, nah, sun's coming out. I says, so, it's drying it out. Yeah, he thought it were bees knees because he was out there watching.
Neighbours think you've got a sauna.
Best about it though. I took Gus to sleep on top of the shed. Mind you, I think he does hide somewhere when it rains because he tends to come in and he's still dry. So, oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, apart from that, you know, and well, that Callum thinks that course it's bees knees. It's not essentially to well, it is sort of so to find him a job, but it's the tools that you need to find a job, if that makes any sense. It's only like Monday to Friday this week, and then Monday to Thursday next week. And I think next Thursday, when it's the last day, they're buying them Domino's pizzas. He gets fed his dinner every day because it's 10 till 3, I think. They give him a travel pass.
You have to fight for your bus.
Travel pass today and all, and he's got receipt for it as well, but he did pay for it. £21.10 that's cost them.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Huh?
And they've given him a travel. I think it only lasts for a week.
Is that for buses and trains or just buses?
I've no idea, to be honest with you. It says travel South Yorkshire.
Might be, no?
Citywide 7-day. Whatever that is.
So anyway, it's sitting in.
So, but it's for a week. So you can't grumble at that. You know what I mean? And it says to Chris when Chris picked him up and he went, he says, "You'll never guess what." So Chris says, What? He says, "They're a dickhead that I used to go to school with." He said, "I don't know whether he didn't recognise me because obviously since he's finished school he's grown fuzz and everything, hasn't he? But yeah, he says I recognised him. He says, but I don't think he recognised me."
I don't do buses. Not people. Yeah.
But at the moment, because baby, is that place right in city centre?
Yeah, it's City.
Yeah, Callum says it's right near City Hall in Sheffield.
Mm.
So
I've never moved Sheffield to come to you, but I've never actually been in centre.
Hello,
it's Pat Nest. I finally put your sticker on my door.
Hi, partners. How are
There's
you?
some blast from the past ones there, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
I like them too.
Yeah.
Shame
It was a shame because
they went through a lot of shit with Channel and that as well, didn't they?
Hi, partner.
Indisposed Bill, Johnny. What's audio like?
Shit.
Muffly, like muffled.
Right. Just a sec.
Take your ferret out.
Wireless microphone.
Oh,
One of the cheap Chinese ones from Temu, and I'll switch.
well, that makes sense then, because it's just.
You sound like a scam call.
Or take your muffler off.
It sounds like a scam call.
Hang on. Just.
I'm from BT. I'm connected to your computer. Yeah, they were a cool couple. She was a fiery little thing, wasn't she?
Oh, definitely.
What's that like?
Bit better, but it's still a bit muffled.
I'm just playing around with settings. What about that?
Yeah, that one.
Is that all right? It's not too.
It's audible, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Gordon's been polite about it.
Right, I'm back on headset microphone. So.
Hey, Kathy.
hi, Kathy. Yeah, Gordo says it's crap. You know, Gordo, we don't mess about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cancelled Keena's
That's
sports day
better.
today. They weren't happy.
Bill's,
Come on, Timo.
yeah, Bill's got his motor out at back. It's been
We've only got
60
4 days now. to
60
fit the
miles
sports
for a
day.
motor and 60 miles back. Thought, what the? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've cut Chris's hair. I've given him a bit of
dog
a.
clippers. Use dog clippers.
We don't have to clip our dogs, so yeah.
They're here.
Anyway, so I've trimmed all around here, Johnny. All
Hi,
these
Kathy.
bits in corner.
Got a
It's
little
as
doggy on
sharp as a pin now.
it. You've got a little doggy on it. And let me beard grow right through now till Christmas. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
quite
Tim, as I say, it's just this bit round here that it agitates him. You know, round his
I'm
top
getting
lip.
the curl bit now. Look, mine's curl. Look.
Then bits in corner.
Yeah, and then bits right in the corner of his.
Yeah, I always take that little bit out. It's annoying, that little bit on corner.
Hi, Crypto, how are you?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm going to let it grow fully out now till Christmas. Should be quite a big
I
beard
didn't touch
again,
his beard. I just did like round his tash and here, these bits here. And then,
And he went
oh God, what are
bullfighting.
you doing, Bill?
but Then he went bullfighting. Chris has got a little amigo beard going on. He's got really a bit of a triangle to, hasn't he? On his actual tash bit is really triangular. And then
What
it's
it's
like
got
that.
is that what that bit there is more prominent because he's not got no growing in between. If you know what I mean.
Mm.
But
Okay,
we
I
gave-
missed a whole lot.
I gave him a bit of a touch up.
Hey Chris, I told you that beard would pay off.
Hi, Joel. Well,
Hi, Joel.
it started off, it says, can you trim my hair? Right, fair enough. You know, here's what a cut off look. That's it. That's all I cut off. But yeah, so it started off, it says, can you trim my hair? So I says, yeah, all
That
right.
looks like from a different
Joel.
different end.
No, just from the head bit and the tash bit. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Joel.
Okie dokie then, Woody. See you later. Thanks for popping in. But yeah. So he says, well, while you're here, he says, I need me, you know, I need it sorting out and sort of, yeah, tidying up a bit. So I did.
Is Monday too early to have some room?
Is what? Baby, I can hear that over here.
Well, I don't know about rum, but it must be laundry day for Bill.
It is. Well, I just got back from vacation yesterday, so
That's why you make trouble.
I counted my t-shirts yesterday. I got 56 t-shirts on Triangle.
I'm just thinking that first scene on Terminator, where his hair walks up to those pungs.
Yeah, he's
Got
he's
nice night for
got
wash.
to wash his grundies, the partners, because he's
Yeah,
he's been away
laundry day,
3
nothing
weeks.
clean, right?
I've got a problem where I don't throw t-shirts away.
Give them to me.
Oh,
So I've
Yeah.
got hundreds and hundreds of
As long as
t-shirts.
we just see t-shirts, Bill, we don't want to see yeah.
No, don't see the Reggies.
That's a bit
I've got a
flimsy
feeling that
for
might
you,
not be
Bill.
yours.
no American skids, thanks.
Yeah.
I take it that one's your wife's.
Hey, you got a problem with this? Yeah, I don't have the boobs for this.
But give us our rainbow back. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I don't have the body for this one. Her boobs are bigger than mine.
Too much information, Bill.
Well, I mean, look, I got nothing.
That's too much information.
That is what is known as 2 peas on an ironing board.
That's how your head gets when you're in 107-degree weather.
He's on an ironing board. That one's good and Johnny. I say.
I got your peas right here.
And it says it looks like 2 peas on an ironing board.
I can't say, oh, Bill, I've got a cracking pair of knockers, mate.
What they call moobs.
But before I lost all the weight, I could have done with some support.
But
Like those brown men on Reeves and Mortimer.
Remember when Homer Simpson put on a bra and said he'd never felt so supported?
hi, Anthony. How are you? We're talking about man boobs.
I'll talk about anything and everything.
See, I could wear this. No, I couldn't.
Pull that one off, Bill. Yeah. Pull that one off easily.
Yeah, Laundry Days turned into a fashion show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big heavy robe. Da, 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 da.
Like me sexy hoodie.
That's his dressing gown, as we call them.
Oh, do you remember that sketch from Morecambe and Wise where they make
Put
him
string
breakfast in the
tight, I can't see
kitchen?
where I'm going.
Oh no, his Aunt Grundy's.
I thought he'd bloody grabbed it.
No, these are just shorts.
It's gone.
I thought you were fighting a cat there, Bill.
These are just shorts.
Oh, I thought they were
But-
underwear.
No.
I thought you were flashing your undies.
No,
Removed
No,
for a second.
that definitely ain't yours.
Well, if he's flashing his undies, I'm
they're
singing
not my
a song.
size.
That one definitely ain't yours, Bill.
No.
And, if he's flashing his underwear, I'm going to sing a song.
Oh dear, that looks like a Beetlejuice top.
Yeah, if you're going to sing a song, it's got to be
They
the
were his-
lumber.
I
It's
think
got to be
they
the
were his
lumberjack
wives
song.
so well. She says
Well, that's
sexy
the
shorts,
homophobic,
Bill.
right?
I says I think they were his wives.
Yeah, this is not my style. Yeah.
Why not?
I get too many phone calls from people I thought were just pool buddies.
Not singing Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Nah, I could see they were your wives because they got a bit of a frill on bottom.
Yeah.
Well, they were his.
Yeah, mine have the frill down the side.
You see, the only problem there, Joel, if there's any music's played or anybody sings, because Saturday night when
Yeah, you
he
get
got his
demonetized
guitar out,
that quick.
I got demonetized.
No, I won't do all to a channel. I'm only messing. I sing on my
Yeah, I've had to chase a couple of people off of lives just because they start playing music and it's like, bye-bye.
But you see, this is the thing. He played his guitar and it was one of his own songs. But the fact that he was playing music, you know,
Now, if it's
he ain't got a
if
strike or anything. It's
If
just
he owns the
saying,
song, if he owns the song, all you have to do is give credit.
I have asked for a review for the fact that, yeah, it was his own song. We were playing guitar. That's it. It weren't even singing or anything.
I don't play with the guitars when I'm live in any way, shape, or form because there's no such thing as a new
They're being
song.
a bit funny about it, and suitable. They have got to determine whether it's suitable for
Not a camera shy cat, is it?
ads.
That's photobombing.
Hello.
So basically, at the moment, that video isn't earning any revenue for me.
Where are you going?
Oh, we're not going to see Rusty
You're not
Bullet
going
all
on
the
that
way.
top shelf. Oh,
I mean, I said that earlier on, Joel. He seems a lot more relaxed than he did this time last week.
Alexa, turn on music room.
Yes, we can
there we
see
go.
you, mister.
I think
You like
Johnny
getting
Five
close to
recreated
my
Kit and
pet,
Kong.
It's like
He's
a rabbit.
he's photo bombing.
She's had a
Oh,
personal
do you
chat with
remember
me
that off
cat.
the Goodies Kit and
Oh,
Kong?
not me rabbit, I mean. She's had a chat
Say
with
that.
me rabbit.
Say that again,
Do
partner.
you remember that off the Goodies Kit and Kong?
Never used to watch it like that.
You're
It was
not
a- it
going
was an
on that.
I know
episode of the
Goodies.
Goodies. Yeah. And cat, they get this
In the
there's one
chair.
episode where they get this cat that grows really big and ends up going on a rampage around
Oh
London.
yeah, I think I have seen that one.
Yeah, I think the most memorable scenes is when what is now called the telecom tower. It used to be called Post Office
Yeah.
Tower. I think it's called BT.
Giving
Probably
it
called
large.
BT Tower or something.
Something like that.
Cat giving it large, thinking it's tough. Whatever, man.
Yeah, it's called the BT Tower.
Look at him. Yeah. He's funny though.
It's actually a great two-listed building.
But he's just wanted to play, Johnny.
My hand's bigger
Yeah,
than yours.
Wait, last night he was just curled up on that tower thing and he were away with feelings, weren't he? Or were it Saturday night? I don't know. I can't remember. I've been to bed since then. But
So did somebody say turn on a guitar? I wouldn't do it to you.
It's getting them down in it without clawing the shite.
tell you, in that basket, Johnny, we've got them things that's on sticks that's got feathers and, you know.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
He'll be well away. I've got a basket full of toys. And Tucker's just not interested. He's getting on a bit.
Yeah, the older they get, cats they get a bit more grumpy and they can't be bothered.
Well, that's it. That's it. I mean, all Tucker's interested in.
Where's next treat?
Thought you got
Salmon crunchy cushions. Ooh.
He loves them. What's
Cushions?
this? What's this?
You only have to do that with our Tucker and shoom. Yeah, all Tucker's bothered about at the moment is eating, going out, coming back in for some more to eat, going out, coming back. Yeah. And he comes in when it's raining.
Eating, sleeping, and
Shitting.
so what I had in mind.
Yeah, I can't get a pet. I just can't. I can't imagine feeding a creature that does nothing for me.
Oh, they do. All right.
If I could eat it later, I'd get one.
It's a form of how can I put it? Yeah, stimulation, if you know what I mean. Knowing that well, I don't, because Tucker's all Chris and Biscuit's all Chris. So yeah, Benny were my cat, and he passed away last year. So, and he was one that used to come on my lap and lie next to me and everything. But yeah.
Where you going, Amjad?
But you see, with a cat, I mean, it's how can I put it? You can put it in a category and know that, you know, if you do your own work right, that it's going to be looked after. Whereas a dog, I mean, Biscuit, when we adopted him, came from kennels. And we always say we'd never take him back to any kennels because he'd probably think we're taking him and dropping him off and not going back for him.
Well, somebody came for him the first time. You.
That's it. But you know what I mean? I mean, everybody will tell you, Bill, is very, he suffers very much with anxiety. He has separation anxiety when Chris goes anywhere. Oh, Ronnie's birthday was yesterday. Did you make him some cupcakes? But yeah, you know what I mean. He's very anxious and he doesn't like loud noises whatsoever. I mean, we just surmising. I mean, we don't know this for sure, but we think he were abused. So, and it gets Chris out of mischief. He takes him walks every day, and that's another thing. And all, as soon as he knows he's going out for a walk, yeah, you've heard him bark.
Yeah. many a time.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's the most placid dog that I've ever known. Don't bark, only when he knows he's going in car. But yeah. Oh,
There we go.
sorry,
Hello.
Tim.
That's okay, Jeanette.
I only just. You've been there long. I didn't see you.
No, I've not been there long. I'll say I've been there about 2 minutes.
Yeah. So you didn't sweep cobwebs up while you were there, then?
No.
or brush floor for me.
No, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Joel's met Biscuit as well. I mean, yeah, he is. He's so laid back.
Wow.
Don't bark at anything. We had these kids one day, Bill, and they were outside. They were playing football, and they thought it'd be fun to keep kicking football against, because they thought nobody were in because they'd seen Chris and Callum go out in car. So they didn't realise that I were in. Anyway, all I could, first time, I could like brush that off as a mistake, but then it kept coming and it kept coming. Anyway, I just went to the door and I
Do you have any idea how hard it is to not say something profane when you say something like that?
Anyway, so this is the thing. This is the thing. They thought that by kicking ball against the door that they were going to make him bark. So I go to the door and I shout, "Well, you do realise we've got a ring doorbell, don't you?" I says, "And I've caught everything on CCTV." So I says, "And I will be taking the evidence to your parents and telling them what you get up to when you're outside here."
Yeah.
And there was a girl with him, and she kept saying, "It weren't me, it weren't me." And then this older lad, he kept saying, I didn't mean to. I says, "Yeah." I says, "First time," I says, "I put that down to you didn't mean to do it." I says, "But second, third and fourth time, you tried to tell me that were a mistake as well." Come off it.
You know what somebody once said?
Does anybody know what CCTV stands for? I do.
Closed circuit television.
Yeah.
Closed circuit, yeah.
Twice is a coincidence. The third time it's enemy action.
So I was that pissed off. I just went to the door. I opened the door and I went, I says, "You see this here, don't you?" And I pointed to the ring doorbell. I went, "It records CCTV." So I says, "Don't worry." I says, "And it records it onto my husband's phone." I says, "So we've got the evidence that we can show your parents." This absolutely shit then.
Yeah, they will do.
They knew they'd been caught and that we got it all on camera.
Yeah.
I'll just set myself up with a camera. Hang on, I'll just get
back to reality.
In reality. That's a view outside my front door. I don't know, one of these cheap Chinese cameras. If I had a proper one, it'd be a lot better.
Well, it's covering essentials.
That's one way to put it.
It's keeping an eye.
It looks better in reality. Probably if I focus it better. Yeah. It looks better when I focus the camera properly. No, just try to get rid of glare.
At least you can keep an eye on things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the main thing.
I forget that it's dark over there right now.
It's still daylight.
It's not. It's just going dark.
Well, it's getting dark, so it's turned.
There's mine.
The camera's turned to infrared. If it would, yeah.
Oh, Foxy there.
Yeah, I've got 11 cameras set up at the house. So
I've got one up back as well, but don't really need that.
Gordo says CCTV thought that was a code for nosy bar stewards.
No, not these days. Not these days.
Yeah.
It's called security. But then once
Yeah, you
I'd
need it
sort of
nowadays.
we'd got this Ring doorbell and there was CCTV. A few days later, this woman come knocking on the door and she went, "Somebody nicked my daughter's bike." She says, "Have you got it on CCTV?" And Chris says, "Well, look." He says, "I'll be honest with you." He says, "It's got a very, it's not got a very good range." Yeah.
Yeah, it's set to focus
Jeanette.
close.
Yeah. It's not
What?
set to-
Jeanette, do you know, see the Ring doorbell, do you know you can zoom out and see further out into the street if you wanted?
I don't have no to do it, Tim.
But it's a digital zoom. It's not an optical zoom, so it doesn't really help.
You can
Yeah,
zoom.
no, it's,
It says he knows.
But
yeah,
Oh,
me,
it's,
okay.
it's,
they've actually got to walk past us.
Yeah.
Literally by
okay.
our footpath and our head.
Same as Chris has just said. For it to for it to catch anything, they've actually got to walk past, or
If you
Right.
want to sit,
You got to set off the
Well,
motion. Yeah.
Fencing, and you can spread it as wide or as close to
Zoom it in
your
Yeah.
front door.
Well, you see, yours is more complex than ours, Johnny. Ours just a Ring doorbell, and it's just like that big on front door.
yeah, like Bill says.
See you later, Gordo.
They're
But yeah,
set-
it sort of comes in handy if you're getting unwanted visitors.
Yeah.
Drive
Yeah.
Dave Gordon.
Like God Squad, pardon the, or
Jehovah's Witnesses.
yeah.
Send them next door.
No, if
send
you
them
know
over,
it's
bro.
them.
Tell
Chris
to give
can
blood.
get it on his phone, and if he knows it's God Squad, he just ignores it, pretends we're
Send
not
it, to
in.
that send it to that tool over road.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
The happy
Yeah,
party.
you know what you do is when the Christians stop by, you just offer to sell them some drugs.
You start skinning up and
Ask
say, have
him
you
to
brought
give
your own
blood.
papers?
Ask
Or,
him to
you
give
know,
blood. That's a good one.
chipping in.
Yeah, ask them to give blood. There you go.
But yeah,
promote army. So you want to join army or
Give him a weird smile and offer him some party greens,
Yeah.
all planned out on a plate.
Or give them a weird smile and ask them if they want to use the bathroom.
but yeah.
No, don't do that because you might get a yes.
Could you just follow me? I can do all my business
Just
in the
don't answer
basement.
the door. That's the beauty of the Ring doorbell.
Oh,
You know,
pardon
you
me.
can see who's outside, and if it's like such as them, you just don't answer it.
You know, in our
But-
neighborhood, you have to have a permit to go door to door.
It has got a speaker thing on, and you can speak through like your phone and say, bugger off, not today, thank you. But Chris
Yeah.
just ignores them, and they knock and go, if you know what I mean.
I'll sit on your bike.
Maybe.
Imagine
Maybe.
I'd probably back then.
But
Is that you can have
yeah,
coffee
it's
Jeanette's part.
it's good. It's good in its
sign? Is that
yeah.
Jeanette's
you know.
coffee sign.
But we do keep saying that we're going to get a proper CCTV camera out front. I mean, back's not so bad because there's only the people that live here that know how to get round backs, if that makes any sense.
Also,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so sick any burglary, they would leave everything at top of the train.
Yeah, but they've got to go up about 99 steps.
I've been broken into, but all my
Yeah.
goods are at the top step.
Johnny's seen them steps out back. Yeah, it's all right going down, but when you've got an armful, it's a lot going back up.
It's like Snowdonia.
Like that, Bill.
It's like that
honestly.
back down.
Johnny will tell you it is.
Right
It's
up.
like that steep.
You are wasted.
And it's
when
like-
you're low, isn't it?
101 steps going up to back gate. But unless you're sort of from round here and you have to go down like what I call
Imagine asking for a stair escalator and instead run.
you have to go down like a jitty, and there's like ours and next door's gate one side, and then you come like other three houses from opposite side. So yeah, you know, unless you know area and you know how to get to back. We're not. Plus, we've got like one of these, lights come on when it detects any movement.
Yeah.
So back's not so bad, but yeah, we do need some out front.
Well, I have spike fencing, and brambles. So you ain't
Hi,
getting my-
Tracy.
Can't get my
Tracy.
gun.
Okay, guys, I've been at it for about 9 hours now, so I'm going to go save the world.
Okay, then get your grundies folded grundies now.
Go
I'm
I'll see y'all
doing
later.
that cornflake tart, Tracy. See you later, Bill. Take care. Thanks for coming up.
See you, Bill.
So yeah, we're making cornflake tart, but in the recipe, I know I have sent you a message. It says to buy ready-made short crust pastry, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make mine ahead of time anyway. I'm not actually going to show people on the live stream how to make
Tracy does it time like
how
now.
to make short crust pastry because we've done it time and time again. But yeah, I'm going to make mine sort of morning, you know, so it's had time to go in fridge and everything. So I'm making my own short crust pastry. I don't know. I like to make everything from scratch, and I begrudge paying for ready-made short crust pastry when I know I can make it myself, and I've got all the
Probably
ingredients
liable to be
for it.
bone dry as well.
If that makes sense.
Anything mass produced is just bone dry, isn't it?
Why should I go and buy some at Asda when I know I can make my own short crust pastry, wrap it in cling film, put it in fridge, and I've got ready-made pastry already made then?
Yep.
I mean, I'm not
Yep.
going to actually show. I have sort of put on the thing. I know it says ready-made pastry on the recipe, but I've chose to make mine ahead of time. And that explains it all. But I'm just going to blitz mine in food processor. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot simpler to do that. You know, whack it all in food processor, blitz it, and jobs are good. And, you know,
There's no
make
point
no
having all that
show out
equipment.
of it, put it in some cling film, stick it in fridge. And I'll probably take it out, I don't know, a couple of hours before. Because sometimes if you take it straight out at fridge and try rolling it out, it's a bit on odd side, depending on how long it's been in fridge. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it in food processors, let's say at morning, put it in fridge, and then probably, I don't know, about 7 o'clock, take it out at fridge so it's sort of pliable. But yeah, very, very simple. Very simple recipe. We're making cornflake tart. So.
You put the cherry on top.
But yeah, it's
Put the cherry on top.
it's just a pastry. It's just a pastry, jam, and cornflakes tossed in golden
Pastry gives me
syrup.
heartburn. I won't be able to eat
You
this
want the
one.
cherries?
No, I'll get heartburn with pastry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you see, I thought about it long and hard, Tracy, and I said to Chris, it says in it, you know, basically at footnote on recipe, it says, I've done it with ready-made pastries just because it's more easy and convenient, but you can make your own short crust pastry. And I thought, well, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no point doing a baking thing if you're just gonna, yeah.
But I'm not going to show people how to make the short crust pastry because it's been done several times. And it does say on the footnote, if you've got any pastry left over, to stick them in a muffin tin and do the same with them, just a bit of jam and cornflakes stuff on top. So like you've got a big tart and then you've got some like little, yeah. So anyway, But yeah, I thought long and hard about it, and I thought it goes against the grain with me to buy out ready made, if that makes any sense.
I don't buy cheap paint or cheap.
Hiya, Jay.
Everything else
Yeah,
can be.
I have been asking
Everything else can be 50.
Amjad about you, Jay. Obviously, you've been busy with your work and the situation at home and everything, so don't worry about it. You're here now, and that makes all the difference. But yeah, it goes against the grain for me to buy buy ready-made pastry when I can make it myself.
I want to carry on with car, but the weather's been a bit crap.
But the thing is, Joel, unless you try, you don't know whether or not you can do it. I mean, it's like we're waiting a tin because he wants to make these, what were it? Monster cookies? I forget what they're called now. I'll tell you another one what I found. I know.
I got some pear-shaped crumpets for college yesterday.
Eh?
Pear-shaped crumpets.
Pear-shaped crumpets?
Pear.
Oh, I was going to say,
As in grow.
I must get my hearing tested, Johnny.
Not
Just
as in
exciting. Yes.
Not bear as in spank me.
This let me just do me and this is sort of going on the school.
Hi, Jay. 77.
This is sort of going carrying on with the have you heard of pink jam slice?
Bloody cat's crying at the door here.
Oh, bless him. So yeah, that is pink jam slice. And that is like a pink tray baked sponge with retro marble icing and a layer of raspberry jam. So it's sort of going on to the, the retro school thing. But yeah, I thought, well, that's simple enough to do. It's just a sponge tray bake with like a layer of icing and pink food gel, and that's it. Oh, Tracy, I don't think I've sent you this one.
This cat's a pain in the ass.
And Tracy will be drooling.
Oh, will you?
Right. Hi, Ian's Drones. How are you? One for. Hang on a minute. Loading a bloody ad. Go away. Here's one for Tracy. Look. Chocolate cream puffs. And that, it'd be right up Crypto Street, that would. And that, it's like,
you can eat them off, couldn't it?
chocolate pastry cream, that's the one. Topped with a chocolate ganache. And we on to ganache again, Johnny.
No, it's not that. The fresh cream bit, you can eat them off somebody.
But yeah, I mean, here in the UK, sometimes they're referred to as elephant's feet, but these are a bit smaller. But yeah, I have made choux pastry, but not in a long time. Gingerbread orange cake roll. It's like a Swiss roll, but it's gingerbread and orange.
Where have we gone now, you turd?
And that's another one, look, that I've been chocolate thumbprint cookies.
Glad you said that. It looks like a chicken, something with chicken.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Like.
it looks like a nipple. But
I've got
yeah,
butt plugs and nipples now.
but yeah. as soon as I seen them chocolate cream puffs, Tracy, I thought, oh God.
Joel's investigating Tim.
we don't have to guess too much, Johnny.
Nah, no one's exciting me. I'm just getting excited.
They are sort of that, yeah. They do look like profiteroles. They are on that same, but
Yeah.
this has like got a chocolate cream filling and like ganache on top. But yeah.
That sounds like a bloody low down plane.
Well, you see, I have to keep going back to the chocolate, Crypto, just so you get your fix, you see. Yeah. She's on about, Tracy's on about them chocolate puffs. She says they'll be all hers. Yeah, I'd like to think hard. Yeah, but not a chance. Not with these two gannets in ass. But yeah, I mean, I might consider making them next week. I don't know yet. So there you go. I mean, like I said to Tracy last week, I says, oh, I fancy making caramel cookies. And then I seen cornflake tarts. I already got it printed out among my recipes. And I thought, yeah, I think I'll make that. Yeah, we do know, Joel. Oh, hey up, you know, even if I camped out outside at fridge all night and all day, Tracy, they'd still find a way of getting them. But
Put a ring doorbell on your fridge.
yeah, I've got evidence who crept out at night and nicked one.
You like that R White's advert? But
I did say to Tracy when I were on about making them caramel cookies, I says, you know me, I'll probably change my mind before next week.
I'm
And
so keen on that R White's advert where he sneaks downstairs to fridge.
Hey, oh, there's a new Coca-Cola advert come out, and it's Kate Moss. And you know that what you know when they used to do that advert where bloke's taking his top off and they sing that song.
Yeah,
It's in music, but it's Kate Moss. And it's I forgot what it's called now. I Just Want to Be Next to You or something. Anyway, it used to be the music way back when, and it shows you all these women in this office block, and this guy stripping his t-shirt off and drinking this Coca-Cola. But yeah, it's same music, but it's Kate Moss.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there, Joel. He snuck off somewhere.
Tim, indisposed.
Got to see what develops.
Joel's asked why he's in a dark room. Saving on electric, Joel.
He's
Can't see what his hands are.
starting to develop film.
Anyway.
I'm a twat.
Bria says building assault course to fridge. But yeah, then when I want to go to it,
Find a bit morning tied up.
I'm
Find a bit morning
yeah.
tied up.
I've got a better idea. Put one of them one of them bike chain things on with combination. And only me knows combination.
Play.
Thank you, Tracy.
Tim Dark Side of the Moon. I like that. I like Pink Floyd, me.
Yeah, it's a good album, is that?
Baby.
Yeah.
I think reason why he's a bit apprehensive about them bones. I think that
Yeah,
you know got like a shiny
it's
coat
put
on,
money
a
in
bit
me,
on our side.
Tim's put 50p a metre.
It's all right. We bought biscuits. Some of these they like.
You look more like Dennis the
biscuits,
Menace with that haircut.
and I think they're a bit.
Yeah, Monsters in the Dark. Yes, Monsters in the Dark. Ha! I'm back.
How you shithead? Fucking cat just attacked my arm then.
What you been doing over the weekend then, Tim?
Not a lot.
You not been with Fair then this weekend?
No, not last weekend. Not this week. Not this weekend or next weekend. So, hi, Gary Ross. Yeah,
Yo, Gary.
Hi Gary, how are you?
weekend off this
I
weekend.
think we've matured
Weekend
enough
there,
not to
and I've got
scream
next
out
weekend off
his
as
name,
well. So,
I think we've
so
moved
after
on
that,
now.
back to it.
Moved on what?
Screaming out his name.
Yeah, it just starts to get old.
They won't dare Bria.
Yeah.
Pardon me, excuse me.
You mean like when you had the argument over the coconut or the chocolate one? He thought the whole half of it.
And then he thought Callum had last piece of chocolate, but they weren't. There were one left. So we were going all uppity about, yeah, I you know, I don't like coconut, and you've had last piece that's got chocolate on, and there was still a piece left.
Yes,
That's
I was
one way of putting it anyway, Gary.
Up my mat.
I did mine yesterday. In fact,
Cutting my
before I
mat's
took
grass.
it down.
Okay.
I've been cutting Chris's bush.
Pardon me.
I knew it was. You lied to me, Jeanette.
Yeah.
I knew it was his
No,
bush.
his airy bonts and his bush.
My beard's it.
Well, when I say bush, it's just had a trim.
Well, everybody needs to
Yes,
trim
I've
up.
just
when
turned the light
summer's
on, Joel. Yeah.
You don't want to be tucking it
Yeah,
in
I'm right,
there.
Gary. I've been out cutting grass today as well.
But yeah, we sort of he got right uppity when he thought Callum had last piece of chocolate tray bait, and there were a piece left in the tub. So
Yeah,
see,
you
we're
want
going
to
all
bed.
uppity for nothing. But anyway,
Somebody
you not have that excuse tomorrow because it's pastry, jam, and cornflakes. That's it. Well,
the wife's on the way up the stairs. Oh, that's good to know. Keener announces it as well.
hi, Richard.
Belly on you tonight, you little fucker.
How are we doing?
Shouldn't have to worry about this bloody cat not being looked after. He's getting a little porker on him. Look at his belly. He's attacking
Gary
me up.
wants you to go and trim his grass, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought I think it was a 40 quid lawnmower from Argos about 7 years ago and it still works. Perfectly fine.
We've got a lawnmower,
Oh,
Johnny,
yeah.
but half the time, you know, obviously, because Arn's like honesty. First thing Chris does is like strims it, but then sort of.
I do the front and the back all first, cut it all, and then I go around with strimmer.
BC, we ain't got that problem with our fronts. You just have to trim edge.
Yeah, but I've got 3 lawns. There's Keener's garden lawn, then the one next to the house, and then a big one.
But yeah, I mean that's the problem where you live, because you sort of like live on a corner. You've got like you're surrounded by grass, aren't you?
Yeah. That rat poison's working now. I found a couple of dead ones now.
You said last night were it under your caravan?
Trailer.
Oh, trailer.
Could be one under the caravan. I'm not climbing under to look.
Well, you know, now you've fortified it, John. It'll be like trying to go in Fort Knox.
Well, I've had to put the hutch on the concrete floor now. We can't get into it now. We were digging under flags at that.
You know what they say, Johnny? Where there's a will, there's a way, and rats is it. I did watch your video earlier on, Richard. Your layout.
Yeah. All right.
Very impressive.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
I was going to say that's how you do a train layout. Honestly. Go over and watch Richard's latest video. It's his layout, which is behind him on his table. Honestly, very impressive. I were impressed.
Still got a lot to do yet. I've got to put all the overhead cables in and pylons and all that business. Well, there's no people yet. There's hardly any people. I need people, but I can't find the right people.
You like the Stobart, Rory?
You mean?
But yeah, that is how you do it.
Yeah,
Richard,
your camera's
honestly.
just gone pixelated.
Mine.
So okay.
It seems
No,
okay.
it's fine.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's my side or anybody else's side.
Fine from my end, Tim.
It must be my
You need
side.
to
then.
upgrade
It's all right from my side.
It must be
You need to do it.
then.
Upgrade.
But yeah, I was well impressed. You know, little ambulance and all.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's a little health centre in A&E, fire station.
yeah, I
school,
noticed fire station,
School. 2 pubs,
corner shop.
corner shop, yeah. Old
See,
folks home,
that proves I did watch it.
an old folks home, a church.
Pub.
There's,
Be back. I just got to refresh the page.
and there's an ambulance station. Since I made that video, I've actually made an ambulance station. You know, there's an ambulance station there as well. That's since that video.
Even a police riot van.
I've struggled to find police cars in Engage. I've been looking and I've really struggled to find them. Because I were going to put a police station, but I thought it's not going to put a police station around bloody cars.
Like Paris left. There's a
I can only
police station,
find-
but no cars.
I can only find police cars, old police cars in Engage, you know, like Police Panda, Morris Miners and all that business. Well, that's no good. You know, I need it to be modern today, you know.
Well, that's it.
He wants an M5.
Welcome back, Tim.
Yeah.
He wants to put a little tiny M5 in his little
Thank you very
Tesco
much.
Hey, that's the thing. That's the thing, Richard. You've got to source a Sainsbury's or a Tesco's.
I know. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about it, and I was thinking, like Johnny says, get a Sainsbury's and put a little miniature X5 in front of it, a blue X5, then I'm there on the layout. Yeah.
The lights out, you can have
It
it
lights
flashing,
flashing on and off.
What's
Oh.
that white back
Gary
as
says,
well?
yeah, you need a Sainsbury's. Well, we said, like, yeah, Tesco or Sainsbury's.
Yeah, it's beautiful layout. You need to be a nice shop.
It's really hard to
What
It
about
is.
M&S? What about the M&S local?
I've been trying to get people,
Specsavers.
you know, you
Hey,
can
oh.
find,
We get a lot of food. at Spectrum.
Richard and Johnny will get this, or a carpet, right?
carpet, right? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean now.
Renee.
I know what you mean now, yeah.
That's what happens when your Sterident failed you.
But,
But yeah,
I've been-
honestly, Richard, yeah.
But I've been hunting high and low for police cars. and I can't
Gary says a
find them.
bargain booze.
Yeah, bargain booze, yeah.
But yeah, it's not. Yeah, other person's not a speck on yours.
Well, not good there. A little retail park at corner with a
Yeah, honestly, you know, it's immaculate. That's
Need a
the only word I
Sainsbury's
can
and a
use for it. It's immaculate.
No, you know what it is? It's not rushed, Jeanette.
Well,
It's
that's
not
it.
rushed.
That's
not
it.
made out of McDonald's sticks, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
I need to do some changes though to it.
There's a lot of thought gone into it. That's the thing.
The
Yeah.
rolling stock's not right for it. You know what I mean? It needs to be. I need to
Oh,
do a bit of
all right.
swapping around. You know, because I've got like a northern rail train, and a western rail
pardon
train.
me.
So you'd never see them in the same area in reality. You know,
But
so
Well, you
I need
can
to
only
do a bit
work
of
it
slip
once on
swapping
your
and go to the
No,
shop and do a bit of wheelie dealing.
yeah, I was well impressed, Richard, I must say. Yeah, Gary says honestly, Richard, it's
Pardon me.
good.
There's
Yeah, you can
loads
tell
to do
the
yet.
difference between a bit of Brillo
Loads
pad
of painting
Yeah.
to do on it yet. Tons of paint.
Yeah, there's no Brillo pads used on Richard's.
Yeah.
One up from Brillo pad.
And some of them buildings, that fire station with 395 pieces.
How many?
395 bits, that fire station. It blew my brains apart
Bloody hell.
trying to put that together.
The only thing
I'll bet it
I've
did.
got to say, Richard, is you must have a lot of patience.
You know, because
Well,
some
look
of
at me, I
it's so
ain't
small,
got
you do
much
it
with
with
that
tweezers
train
as
or
well.
that plane I've got.
When you see the video, it looks quite big, but it's
Right.
microscopic in real life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know,
Well, isn't that Engage smaller?
yeah. It's 9mm. That's why it's called N-gauge, because the track is 9mm between the rails,
Well, she's not looking, Jeanette.
whereas double O's, not. I don't know if it's double, but it's not far off double that. But
I'll
But
double
yeah,
this one,
It,
Richard.
it seems. I mean, you could tell it's like on a smaller version, if
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. I mean, I know enough all about trains and Engage and whatever.
there's a smaller one than N-gauge. There's Z-gauge.
Yeah.
Really?
Z-gauge. Yeah, God only knows how
Like a
small
bottle
that is.
bank, isn't it?
Problem is, you see, them little people, they're smaller than your thumbnail. You know what I mean? And you're trying to glue them down, and they keep falling over, and you get a bit.
You end
pissed
up
off
with
it.
glue to your thumb.
Yeah, end up with somebody with a suit carrying a suitcase stuck to your finger.
Trey, it's medicinal.
You know,
It's medicinal.
you can buy them.
She was already looking. You did.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, it's a lot of
it's
work.
behind him actually, Tommy, on the table.
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, it's on his table, on his dining table.
It's usually switched on because it's got street lamps. It lights up and everything.
Oh yeah, street lamps, everything, even sign on pubs lit up as well, innit?
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing. It got me into trouble overnight.
She's 5 foot now and cut not the skin off a rice pudding, so I don't know why I'm bothered.
Yeah,
That brother, innit? It's like me, and it gets on your tits.
I think you must underestimate us women, Johnny.
Oh, I do not underestimate Tracy. Not that daft.
But anyway, same as I say. Well,
When your
impressed.
5'3" wife can rip a
Not
bathroom
coming up,
door,
bro.
that's 3 inches.
Yeah, come up, Anthony.
She ripped the bathroom door off, and then when I got it fixed, I went, "Could you put an extra hinge on?" I'm not even joking. She ripped my bathroom door off at last hour. She was a bit mad at the time. Straight out the wall, literally screws at lock, straight out the door frame.
Say no more. And it's like us redheads is very fiery, you know.
Rustic.
Like I was saying last night.
Somebody pissed her off. It won't me.
Somebody in here called.
Hey, up my cracker whackers here, Richard.
Somebody in here called.
Did you get her a
Well,
pillow?
like a
Half me up
cracker
the
whacker,
stairs through that
then.
piss.
Yeah,
She went, "Leave me
Bria.
here." She went, "Leave me here and get me a pillow." She went back.
Yeah, Bria's
Bria.
restoration, yeah.
Bria's
Somebody
Rustic Restorations.
said, "Oh, that looks good on Facebook, on YouTube, on video." They knew my name. I was just wondering who they were.
Yeah, Bria.
All right, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Bria.
It's
Hello.
overwhelming. Oh, pardon me.
Brother that talks.
Hmm.
It's the brother that talks instead of giggling in corner.
Yeah. Yeah. I always talk. He's ignorant.
But
Oh,
yeah.
is that because Miss
Yeah.
Cracker's in?
But yeah, if anybody has chance, go over to Richard's channel, watch his like update on his
Yeah, It's actually not on my first page now. I've put other videos up since then.
Hi, Crypto.
I can actually put
Yeah,
a link into it. can't I?
very. What were it titled? Update on the Engage.
I don't know how you put a. How do you put a link in? I don't know how you put a link in.
Let me do it. Oh dear, you know these people that just play at YouTube, Richard.
Yeah, well, I'm watching on stream right here. You see,
You've got
I'm
a
not
lot
watching
to
on
learn,
YouTube.
Hi, Joel.
Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi.
I can't teach you because all I do is get.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
Wax on, wax off.
yeah. I've just said he's got a lot to learn, Mr. Miyagi.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Hi, Parkness.
Anthony.
I'll find you, Richard. Don't worry. Find you straight away.
Hi, Tracy.
You have
Hi,
to find the
Richard.
video.
Yeah, you've put quite a few up, haven't you, since these are your shorts. Where's that then? Many?
Click on the videos page on the videos tab, and it's there.
I have. Latest.
It's like the 7th one along now. I think. I'm watching on StreamYard. You see,
I've got some from a year ago. There you know.
Hi, Gary.
I'm just looking at
I've
the
got
live
one
air
that you
traffic
put
over
up
UK.
17 minutes ago.
No,
Popular videos.
I've got it here.
All you do, Richard, it says youtube.com/@RBRail. Click on the
I've got it.
video,
I
and
think
it'll
I've done
come
it.
up with a link across in your bar.
I think I've done it. I think that's it.
Yeah, he's come up on the chat.
Let me
Thank
just
you.
click on it and it should open. And yeah, that's the one, Richard.
Yeah, it's come up
4
on the
minutes,
chat. I'm looking at
49 seconds. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the one
got
on-
it.
Somebody's found it. I can hear music.
Isn't that weird? The stream Jet 2 holidays at some planes leaving Leeds.
That was me. Sorry about that.
10 minutes to each other.
No,
Sorry
just drop
about
the link
that,
to
Jeanette.
Richard's channel.
That's it. Oh yeah, Partners has done it. There's my channel as well. Yeah. See, I've not got
Yeah.
YouTube on. I'm just looking through StreamYard.
Yeah, that's the one, Anthony. Engage
Yeah.
something or other. Update. I forget what the title
Yeah.
on it is.
Engage layout update.
That's the one.
Yeah.
See, it's one of them things I'll never really finish because I'll alter it and change in a mess.
But yeah, you'll have to keep your eye out for a Sainsbury's or a Tesco's.
Yeah.
What's your car again, Richard?
A BMW X5.
So you need a BMW
I've
X5.
looked. I've looked.
No.
Not in Engage. I can find one just generally, but not in Engage.
My boss has got a BMW X5.
The thing is, though, as well,
Is it the same
I
guy?
don't
who's
know
got
whether
the
many people
TFL?
know this, but
Yes.
Engage is a lot more
Partners.
expensive than.
Yeah, it's true. Is that the smaller you go, the dearer it gets. Like a normal double O locomotive's about 80 quid, and Engage is 150 for the same one.
Flipping now.
Expensive. I've got two of mine were 200 quid that are on there.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what I saw. James May on one of the episodes of his assembly program. He reassembled his train set, Flying Scotsman.
Right. I've seen the one where he does the longest train set and they run it off down a street somewhere for miles.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
from Barnstable to Bideford.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, I mean, compared to some, yeah, Richard, don't play at it. Is the real deal.
I'm going to make it digital. Yeah, at the moment it's just analog. I'm going to turn it digital.
It's like that kid who wanted a train set for Christmas. He ended up with a platform ticket.
You know what I mean? Easy. Right.
Hazy.
But anyway, yeah.
Daisy.
You could see a lot of thoughts gone
Hi,
into
Hayes.
it, and everything's specific, if you know what I mean. It's not just playing at it, Richard. You're the real thing.
Hazy days.
Yes, I know I haven't read the video for a long time, Joel. I've been doing other things.
Yes, you need to put a video up.
Yes, I'm going to get back into the videos.
Yeah, Tracy's sub
Yes.
to you, Richard. You'll be catching
Yes.
me up soon.
Yeah, it's
So it's still a warm night, even though it's.
it's 25 in this room now where I am. 25.
It's just right now. I'm not. Yeah, it's just right.
Yeah, Hazy.
I wish I were in a place. If I had a garage, my God, that layout would be a different ballgame, I'll tell you. If I had a big garage, woof, it would. I'd go mad. I would. It wouldn't be like before board like that. It'd be flipping massive. It'd go
But this
all
is the thing. This is the thing, Joel. Richard is passionate about what he does.
Come, mate.
If you get me meaning, he's a train. Well, you can't call yourself a train spotter, but yeah, he likes to film trains, and in his sort of his setup. You know what I mean?
When
My mum was
before we
the
had
best-
kids,
our
I
mum
used to
was
have a
the best
massive
one. She
in
was
loft
just gonna
before we had kids, but when we had to have loft converted, I had to because I couldn't get
Yes,
it back
chocolate
out.
put away quick toe.
It was built in the loft, you know what I mean? So I couldn't get it back out, so I had to
Yeah,
demolish it.
right.
Oh,
And the only bit I preserved was the rolling stock, which I sold on eBay, you know, but everything else got thrown.
pardon
Oh,
you.
pardon me.
Just ridiculous prices, you know. You go to shops, the prices are just
Yes.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I always said I want to start if I can find a space, I want to start my own miniature railway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the
not
thing
gonna
is, if you put you once you've done it
Hi,
once or
Scott
twice,
G.
you
Hi,
know the
Scotty.
mistakes, you know.
Nice
If I were
coffee.
to do it again, I'd put loads of wires up randomly, hundreds of
Yeah.
wires up randomly through board.
Yeah.
You don't
I've got
use
it
them, you can
too.
always put them.
Naughty
Yeah.
burp monster.
But the thing is, Richard, I mean, let's say, for instance, you want to extend it. I mean, what you're going to do because it's on your table.
Yeah, I could extend that.
Fine, getting
Could
up
Oh, you
there.
can extend your table, can you?
No, once it's not an extending one, but I wouldn't extend it. I mean, in this flat, that's as big as I can go. That's an 8x4 board, is that?
It's same size as somebody's layout whose name I'm not going to mention.
Yeah, that's playing at it.
It's that, you know, that board you buy from B&Q. It's
My
like
tank's
it's
4x2.
like expanding
4x2.
foil sheets, so it's lightweight. Are you with me?
What
Yeah,
MDF?
yeah.
No, it's that you insulate, like you put a seed on lofts and stuff. It's silver
Oh, like-
foil.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I know what you
It's like
mean.
with-
Oh
you know, you
God,
can
what they
just
call
push-
it? Plasterboard.
No, it's
It's not that.
It's
that
got
light.
like
You can
a
put the
silver
8x4
backing on
board
it.
up with
Oh,
one
insulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
hand. Insulating board. That's it.
Come, mate.
It's foil on
We
hand.
got there. We got there. Third time's a charm. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can just push a screwdriver and push your finger through it if you push hard enough. But it's strong, but it's light as a
Chipboard.
feather.
Yeah, and
I'd
level.
have never got an 8x4 board up here. Carried it up steps on my own, 48 steps. That would have been a flipping nightmare.
That's the only problem where you live. You're on top
Normal
floor.
size of a sheet
There's
of
no
plywood.
lift.
4
Yeah.
foot B8.
So when I did that, I bought that from B&Q, that sheet. It cost me 45 quid. It's an 8x4. But I scored down the middle of it while I was in B&Q and broke it in half and folded it like a book.
Hello, King.
Oh,
Carried
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
And then when I got back up
King
here, I
King
opened it on the table. I only scored one side, so the silver on the top side was everything was still intact.
Be discreet.
You
He
know,
can't be discreet, Joel.
Tim don't know that word, Joel. Discreet.
No, he don't know that word. He don't know that word at all.
Yes, I do.
But yeah,
Yes, I do.
Which twin is burping?
Who put
Well,
that?
not me.
yeah, I agree with what Gary said. Great detail, skill, and a lot of thought has gone into that setup, Richard.
Yeah, it has.
I
Well, there-
100%
well,
agree.
there's lots of skill to it. I think it's just a matter of being patient. I mean, and buildings are really difficult to do. You know what I mean?
Hey, Kinky Tim.
So bloody small.
Mhm.
You know, they look big on video, but they're absolutely.
The smallest stuff can have the most detail and be the most
Microscopic.
complicated to do.
That's what I'm saying, Johnny. Even the pub has got like a light up sign.
Yeah. But,
I'll check it out and have.
Yeah, honestly,
You-
Johnny, it's fantastic.
And all the street
Oh,
lamps, you
it's
just saw the like
interesting.
capacitors in them, so they don't blow. You know, so they don't blow and all this business. So
Is
it's
there a
okay,
twin who
really.
burps louder? Yes, Joel. Timothy burps louder than me.
You better louder than anybody. We use him for a sound check.
Yeah, just to make sure his mic's still working.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We
But
call it the thermometer.
and I
The
hear
decibel
Virgin
meter.
Media's been naughty.
Chris is
No, it's
quiet.
with Virgin. Hey,
Not me,
I
I
said
forgot
Chris
what it
is
is.
quiet.
yeah, he's got headphones on.
Well,
Ah, right.
Says you're quiet. Anthony says you're quiet.
that's because I've got you on, keeping an eye on everything, making it all okay. And also, I'm watching Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 for free.
Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. That.
I
Yeah.
just thought his ethic lead.
No, he's got like a little. He's bought a little Chromebook type of thing for now.
Uh-huh.
When we've saved enough money, he's investing in a new laptop. Like, bit similar to mine.
What have I done now, Joel?
A new 55-inch laptop.
Yeah, right.
That's called a TV, Chris.
But yeah, according to information, yeah, people that are wanting to leave Virgin Media when the contract's up and go to a different provider, they're not allowing them to leave.
You can't do that, can they?
Well, this
Contracts
is
will
why
be
they're being investigated. It says something about you can never get through on customer services. 2, when you do get through, they cut you off halfway through your conversation so you don't get anything resolved. Being
I'm not surprised
investigated
Brandon distanced himself from
and
it.
can be slapped with a massive fine.
What internet provider is that?
That's
Virgin Media.
Virgin
That's
Media.
why I call them Virgin on the Ridiculous.
They
Yeah.
can't do that. That's breaking. They can't do that. That's breaking the law.
And that's why they're being investigated, Anthony, because
Yeah, they
they
think that by not answering no requests, no.
they're getting investigated by, is it Ofcom or one or
Ofcom.
We're
two?
not Virgin now.
Ofcom.
We're not even Virgin now.
Because of the work, yeah,
There you
ethic.
go, you see. That just
Oh, there is
That
a
gives you an idea
report
how
on the
small they are.
website.
Oh,
that's an
wow.
engine. You know what I mean? It's not even the size of a burl, it's the size of your hand.
Welcome back, Andy.
You know what I mean?
Whip
Yeah,
us up.
okay, don't- Does that
Hey,
take
Ofcom
batteries?
are already on the case.
Does that
Yeah.
vibrate, Richard?
No, that's under
Looks like something you've got in a cloth bag.
But yeah, I mean,
What motive is that, Richard?
Cool
yeah,
detail,
yeah, Virgin Media
Well, then
investigated over
5125.
difficulties cancelling contracts. Yeah,
Ooh,
they're gonna come down hard on them.
I saved that.
That'll save Richard Branson, right?
It's nothing to do with him.
I
Not
would be
Virgin
sort of.
Media, he owned Virgin Media.
He did it one time, but he's nothing to do with it anymore. Not surprised he's distanced himself from it. But
The only company Richard Branson's got now is Virgin Atlantic.
Virgin Galactic
Yeah.
or Virgin Orbit.
Yeah.
or whatever it's called.
And I'm thinking, well, the advertising all this crap on telly, you know, with fastest broadband provider and this, that, and other. Yeah, yeah. Once they look, you're into a contract or whatever, they're making it very, very hard for you to leave. But you see, Gordo with Virgin, and he says, "Oh, you know, it's crap and all this, that." Even way back then, I mean, he's with Sky now. But yeah, he was telling us, he says, "I'd never go back to Virgin Media."
Tim was with Virgin for a little while.
See, when I lived at home, I was with Virgin, and it was excellent.
The only problem with Virgin is when you lose your service, you lose everything.
Pardon me.
But it's not the service that they're providing, Richard. It's the workings of, once your contract's up, you free to leave and go to whatever provider you want.
Okay.
But they making it difficult for people to go over to anybody else.
Problem with
you know
Virgin
why,
is
didn't you?
you can't barter with
Why,
like
didn't you?
Sky. You
Because
can
they
ring
don't
them
want to
up
miss
and have
out
a
on the
deal with
money.
them, and they'll
Well, that's
reduce
it.
But Virgin won't.
Oh, pardon me.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's like this. I look at it like this. If you're running a company and you'll find that you know your work ethic or your,
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okie dokie, Anthony. You know they're bringing the they're bringing the company into disrepute because they've got dodgy work ethics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, like let's face it. There's like Sky, there's Virgin Media, there's all these providers out there. So what makes Virgin Media think that they can? Yeah, this is the thing. Us as the bill payer can go anywhere that we want, but they're making it very difficult for people.
The only thing that Virgin Media has in their favour is they have their own infrastructure, whereas all the rest resell BT.
Yeah, they do. That's right, Richard.
They're all everybody else.
The new kid on the block.
The resellers. Sky's a reseller.
Fiber's a new kid on the block with its own infrastructure.
Whereas Virgin has its own tires. You know what I mean? And that makes a difference, you know, with the quality of the service. But
we've never had a problem with Sky.
No, I mean, beauty of Sky is you can ring them up and say, I'm thinking of leaving. What can you do? And they'll knock your money off.
That's what we've always done, Richard. Once we know that our contract's coming to an end, because initially, like the Sky Glass, you have to sign up to an 18-month contract. Yeah. But once you know it's coming to an end, you can ring them up and say, well, I've rung Virgin Media up, or I've rung BT up, or whoever you provide it, you know, and they can do me a lot better deal than what you can. And they know that if you can get it cheaper, the only way that they're going to keep you as a customer is to better that offer.
Yeah.
Most of the time, or 99% of the time, they can.
Well, because you've got to remember, you've got a satellite dish up there. Their signal's hitting it, whether you're having out or not, so they might as well get some money out of you. You know what I mean? We don't have. We started with a dish. We don't have it. We've got dish is still up there, but this Sky Glass doesn't run on a dish. Chris had a letter. This, you know, where I said it signed up to this new WhatsApp. I don't know exactly what it is. It's supposed to be faster and whatever. They're coming out to put a box on outside. Now, don't ask me what it is. I haven't got a clue. They might be running fibre in or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But yeah, it's something to do. They wrote to him and says, well, we're coming on such and such a day to fit this box outside your house. Now it don't need anybody to be in.
No, it'll be for fibre, full fibre they call it, where you get
Right, I
fibre
don't know
right.
I don't know what this box entails or nothing, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get with Virgin. You get a box outside your house where fibre comes.
But yeah, that's and like Chris says, obviously, you know, like he downloads his stuff in 4K sometimes, and yeah, they guarantee you a very, very high speed rate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So same as Chris says, it's worth it for an extra £8 a month.
Within a few years, everybody
Welcome
will
back.
have fibre into their house direct. The copper cable will be done finished with. Because it's old. You got to remember, it's old. Them copper cables have been underground for bloody decades. You know.
But
I'm trying to make a silk purse out of a pig's ear.
But you see, it was saying when Johnny and partner were both on about their insurance renewal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know that if you know, shop around, let's say, you know, you can get it cheaper.
I last week and she made no attempt whatsoever to knock anything off. I said, look, this quote you've given
How are you,
way
Miss
too much.
Whippy-Sawass?
And she just had no attempt to talk.
372 to 1,080 they wanted.
I couldn't believe it. 1,200 quid they asked me for. 1,200 quid.
1,080 they wanted off me. I told
My
you.
renewal was about 700. I must get a.
So if you're not going to show me any loyalty,
3 times what I normally pay.
Johnny showed his letter, Richard. There's no word of a lie, and his last year's policy was £357, and it says your renewal policy amount 1,000 and something. Yeah.
Well, last year I paid
I'm sat there going.
And this
Like
time,
3 times what it paid last year.
1,223. Same.
I don't remember putting a claim in from driving off a cliff.
I just couldn't understand that when I rung them up, they made no attempt.
We'll try and get it down a bit. They said we can do
Right,
it 900.
okay, it cancels on the 12th of July. Well, last Tuesday.
What was your weekend like, Partness?
I went over to Static.
Oh, right.
It was just
So
sort
this
of
is the thing, Richard.
wind, rain, and
You can
sunshine.
shop anywhere you like, and it's like if you go on these compare sites,
Yeah.
you're bound to get a lower quote.
Oh, definitely. I got it. I went on Go Compare and the Meerkat. The cheapest I got was with the Meerkat thing, and I'm with Sheila's Wheels now.
Sheila's Wheels.
I remember the advert for them, Sheila's Wheels.
Mine's called Nutmeg Car Insurance.
I'm with Policy Expert.
But yeah,
But that company did 3 levels. I mean, cheapest quote with their bronze. I went for silver, just for a bit better coverage. There wasn't much more.
but yeah, and it's like it's like this is the thing. When I used to go out drinking, and they were making some hoo-ha about who's next and who, I says, look, here's my money. See this? I could take it anywhere, and I'd just walk out.
Exactly.
This is my money. I can spend it wherever I like. If you don't want me custom, I can take it elsewhere.
Exactly.
Somebody else take money off me and serve me.
It's like Virgin, or it's like any internet provider. They don't want you to leave them. But when they start putting the prices up and start dropping the internet speed, then you're going to shop around again.
Yeah.
But you see, this new thing that we have in, the engineer that came out and she said, have you heard of such and such? And Chris said, no, what's that? it were like, well,
Where
you
did you
don't
go,
have
Jack?
to, but like for future reference, if you want this and if you decide to go for this, it's only £8 extra a month.
Yeah.
And she says they guarantee you like 150 download speed and 100 upload. I think
Yeah,
that's
everything's extra,
like
isn't
that
it?
anyway.
Yeah.
And they guarantee you that.
Try to upsell your stuff.
But this is the thing, partners. Chris checked, and it were only about 9. The upload speed.
Yeah.
Downloads. I don't know. I've no idea.
I get better than that on my data on my mobile phone.
But yeah,
I mean, I'm lucky. My speed's just obscene. It's crazy. And that's 'cause it's all new. You see, all guys are doing everything.
My phone's a bit knackered.
It drops at this time of day. This like peak period, it drops, but it's still obscenely fast. But it
yeah, it's like at this time of night, Richard. Everybody and the mothers on internet.
you know, it drops to about 800 meg, but after midnight, it goes back up to 900 and odd.
I think Tucker's meowing to come in. Oi!
Because I'm dying for it to go below
Deaf ears.
Yeah.
Call him
825.
cloth
Because they
ears.
said if it goes below 825, you get a free month. And it never
Jeanette.
does.
It's I just shout, oi!
Yeah.
He gets
Universal
too
language.
engrossed, Anthony. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's got headphones on, and he gets too engrossed in what he's doing. And yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And somebody interrupts him.
But that's what they'll be fitting in your house, definitely.
some of the said, what's that box that they're fitting, baby? Oi! See him? He answers when I start. Oi! What's that box that they're fitting to outside?
What?
There's a box.
A bot.
See him? Yeah. Neither of us know what the. Anyway, so yeah.
Come and you'll get another after they've been and put that box on. You'll get somebody else coming to run the wire through the house.
I think it's BT that's got to come and do that, Richard.
Yeah,
I'm not
'cause
sure.
that's-
Maybe.
that box.
Is it
what they
BT
call it, 'cause
engineer that's got to come out?
When I got
Is it fibre
Virgin,
to the premises?
they call it a pre-install, and it's where they run the wire from the road to your house.
I don't know. You haven't got letter.
And then they will come a week or two later, a few days later. And
Yeah, Chris said they're
installing
coming
the
to
house.
install that box, and we don't have to be in for that. But he thinks BT engineer
Yeah,
is
you'll have
coming
to be
out
in
on
for that.
24, and he's wire man, if you know what I mean. But that
The guy who
the
comes
guy
from
engineer
Virgin to
that's
do
coming to
ours.
fit box is just yeah.
He nicked,
The
he
people
nicked
that come out of the
2
open
foot
reach,
SDS
it won't be
building
BT.
Virgin fella and went off with it.
It'd
I
be
went to
BT
the
open
drill, I
reach
said
that
to him,
come
I
out.
said,
They
you're not
go
going to get
online.
through wall with an 18-inch drill. He says, well, I use it on every other house. I said, I'm telling you, you're not going to get through wall with an 18-inch. I've drilled through that wall loads of times. You need a 2-foot drill to get through. And so I
Yeah,
lent
do
him a
that with my
2-foot
mum's new bungalow.
SDS.
It's still
He
every
buggered off
leaf.
with it.
What's your mum with then, Johnny?
Huh?
What providers your mum with?
Sky for everything.
No, Joel, he answers to oi. That's the only time he can hear me.
She has the sky boxes in every room.
Well, you see, we've
Just like
we've
you.
got one in our bedroom. They call it a
No,
puck.
just the boxes. She's got
Yeah,
all big toys on.
Puck. And it's only about that size.
The house contracts will be exchanged by next week, so that it'll be
Oh.
a house property.
Your sons, Tim, are not half naked tonight, bad luck.
No, they're not, Joel.
Good morning.
Cash sale, there's no mortgage involved. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
We had enough of that on the stream the other night with that other person who were in, who was showing us how to get punters in a pub. Do you remember that?
That's got to be Kinky Dink Do. Kinky
I forgot
Do.
what she were called. What was
It's
she
got to
called?
be
Jeanette?
Joel.
Oh, you
Not
mean you
Joel.
know?
Yeah, when
Crypto.
she said this is how you
Oh,
get
Yeah,
yeah.
Johnny's eyes were popping. I mean, Richard's eyes were popping out his head. Missed all that. That were on Easy's, Struggle Street, weren't it?
It was on one of them. I can't remember where it were, but it,
No, it might have been on
Yeah,
Saturday
it's bad luck,
night.
yeah.
Honestly, honest to God, and I'm just demonstrating, but you're not seeing no. She went like that, and you could see all the cleaver, and Richard sat there going. He got his eyes goggled
I don't
to
think she- I
goggled
don't
to
think she has
screen,
particularly
Red
big ones,
Richard.
does she? That's if she's got big boobs.
Not
But
wrong
yeah.
with marrying a nice pair of tits.
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah.
will hear it, so
I
Johnny will
thought, I says, Richard, I says, you'll go blind. I says, pop your eyes
Oldest-
back in the
oldest-
socket.
Oldest trick in the book.
Who was it, Jeanette?
That's
That
easy
reminds
days.
me, I need
This is
to
one of his
go.
channels.
Oh,
Yeah, Struggle Street is the him and Brian's American and Azi's from Wales.
Who
He
the
did
bloody
put
hell
links in on
Wiki
Saturday, I think it were. And
yeah, I did pop
Is that
in
a new
yesterday.
one? Is that a new one?
what,
Yeah.
Licky Woo Choo Choo, yeah. Anyway, so honestly, honest to God, Tommy, hey up. Anthony went and come back again. Oh, sorry,
gone again.
Anthony. Sorry. I clicked on it because I thought you'd gone. He's got no sound. I can lip read. But yeah, honestly, Gary will tell you, Richard was sat there going. You can see Joel coming out at the corner of his mouth. His eyeballs are on sticks.
Yeah, because
It's a
I'm in the
kicky
box
licky
above,
do
so I'm
reading.
looking down.
Yeah, we weren't looking up here, we're looking down.
Johnny were up
Oh,
in top
dear.
corner with part nesters. Here's where you were.
I was getting vertigo.
You got moved out corner because you were sick of having more thing over your head. Remember?
Yeah, Johnny were moaning because my logo
Right.
thing rink corner and he rink corner, so I said, I tell you what, I'll swap you round a bit. It was acting night.
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
Where's my brother gone?
He said he hadn't got no sound, Tim.
Oh,
He's
right.
probably gone out to come back in again. But yeah. Can't you tell Richard's single and sort of not, yeah, being in close contact with a female form for a while?
No, for a long while. It's
I
almost
mean,
a
I don't know
year.
what happened now. I lost
On
all
4th of
my
August, it'll be a year that I've lived here.
Yeah. Richard thought all his birthdays and Christmases had come together on Saturday, Anthony.
Problem is,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do, because I was born on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
There's
quite
your
relevant for you,
problem.
isn't it? Because
My birthdays and Christmases
Yeah.
do come all at
Richard's
once.
birthday's on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
look back on my life and I think
31st
when
of
you talk
December.
about things like that,
New
you know,
Year's
you're
Eve.
on about, you talk about
Gary says your table started to levitate.
That's what I
yeah, you see, people say, oh, you get sex on your birthday and Christmas. So I get
Johnny,
gifts
I'm
on
a little
Christmas
drunk,
the same
but
day.
being said,
And then when you have kids, I end up with
Tom, my
twins,
boobs
so I do a
are
2 for 1 on that. So I get so, you know, what should take 4 to 10 times, you need 2, so that's the end of it.
Johnny, Joel's talking to you.
I know. I'll just put all good then.
Oh, good then.
Yeah, Joel says a boobs.
The boobs are beautiful.
But yeah.
Yeah. We can justify it now with that spelling.
But yeah. It were really
A woman would die to be your shape and size. Christmas Day, 55, you will turn.
I'm just watching back at Struggle Street
Yeah,
live.
that'll be my age on 55. I won't be turning, Joel.
Oh, right.
That when meat goes on the
It's strictly still a boob and bum person.
I'm very strong
You
opinions
smell
and
this,
all that
it
lot,
smells
so
all
I
right.
definitely won't be turning.
Oh dear.
Can you eat steak if it's brown?
Oh dear. But you know, it's not very often we get some
bet
of
we sell
us
flowers
ladies,
in
but
the
me and Joel notice Tim's son walking about half naked. Obviously, we were the only two women, so we noticed him walking about with,
Yeah.
I think him that's
Then
just
Joel
started.
did a playback just to make sure.
No, that's my oldest son.
Imagine
My
what I
other-
looked
my
like that
youngest.
day when that girl walked past the traffic lights with no bottom half.
My 7th.
You know,
What?
do you remember when I told you about the gothic girl who had no?
Oh,
bottom
yeah.
half on?
Yeah.
Imagine what I couldn't believe it.
As Tracy, we were in town earlier,
You
right?
get a glimpse of the beaver.
This hippie woman, right, with this big blue hat on,
It's not far
these
from me.
bloody
No,
dungarees and a red t-shirt. She looked like fucking one of Mario Brothers.
And she come
And the
walking
bloody
past.
woman next to us wearing one of them little bubble jackets, like a waist one. Then these bright fucking orange pants and fucking space opera boots. I thought, what the fuck?
You do see some sights when Richard couldn't believe when he saw that car.
That
My
girl,
little
she was a
pumpkin.
lad, and she had nothing on from
That's
the waist
crypto again.
downwards, apart from a black beaver.
It's either
And
crypto or
She just
Bria.
walked past the track. It were early on a Sunday morning, like she'd been to a party and somebody had dared her
there's
to walk down the street bottomless, and she did with this. And she was holding a lad's hand, and lights went to green, and I'm just stood there looking at her.
Sounds like that when she had a dash cam.
You had to move
I
with
wish
somebody
I
big.
did. I wish I'd had one in that day because I didn't have one on.
And all cars behind Richard are going beep, 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 beep.
Of course, that's not the reason I had a dash cam. Nine of the
I
petrol like that.
around and went back round the block for another look, and they disappeared.
Just imagine Richard driving around, what, there another look, and she
Richard
disappeared.
does a lot of
Disappeared
driving
down
around
the
the
side street or something. I thought, I was amazed. I've never seen that
Do you
before.
wear
in
your
my life.
Volvo out, Richard?
You're just a little
I
pumpkin.
mean,
ain't
some
you?
of Anthony, some of tales Richard has told us, you would not believe we've had lots of laughs.
I'll
Some of
bet.
things,
Unbelievable.
some of things that Richard has told us.
You went for a drive around and check out the beaver
I've
trucks.
never seen that since. And it's unbelievable.
He used to be a truck driver as well, Anthony.
All
He
right.
did Richard, yeah. Anyway, he parks up this particular night,
Yeah.
jumps in his cab,
Yeah.
gets all snuggled up,
Yeah.
fast asleep, gets up next morning, and
Yeah.
they cut a great hole in his
Oh, yeah.
canopy thing.
All right. Yeah.
So anyway, he gets on phone to his boss and he says,
Yeah.
I've got some bad news. He says, I've been burgled in middle at night. And he says, for God's sake, Richard, tell me that they didn't nick that perfume. They nicked a load of hair dryers, not knowing that there were thousands and thousands of pounds worth of perfume on back at truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
80 grand that pallet was worth.
Flipping hell.
And that was just a pallet.
Yeah.
But they'd obviously just cut a hole in it, seen
Yeah.
like hair dryers in front of them. Thought, right, we're having away with this, and yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, some
Latest news, a
some
traffic
tail.
jam in-
Yeah, ER Anthony. Can you
Leicestershire.
see? Oop, others,
hell.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's where they cut an hole inside of his thing.
Flipping hell.
Yeah,
I mean,
hair
that's
dryers
a-
will only be worth 500 quid.
Yeah, pallet
That's
full of
what-
hair dryers. Not that.
Lancashire
I
has
wouldn't
They
even
got
have
good
seen-
stuff and take out shit.
forced by a single BMW.
I didn't know where I'm
The driver
parked there.
And he saw
Nobody
goth
told me.
naked
Naked from
from
the
the-
waist down.
Have you seen
Where-
that, Richard?
What?
What
Latest
partner
news:
put
a
in the
traffic
chat?
jam in Lancashire was caused by a single BMW X5. The driver claimed he saw a goth naked from the waist down.
We were early. It was Sunday morning. I was the only car about. There were nobody else about. We were dead early.
But yeah, honestly, Anthony,
Yeah.
some tales that he's told us.
But
Yeah, I'll
you know,
bet.
just to the left where my ear is now, it's like
Yeah.
some 10-litre buckets. The pallet where the expensive perfumes on's just behind them.
And they
Thousands
didn't-
I
and
didn't know
thousands
that.
of pounds worth of perfume. The nicked
Yeah.
off 10
Where I'm
bob
parked
hair
there,
dryers.
where I'm parked there,
Yeah.
it's behind that tree, you can see that tree, that there's a fence there, and
Yeah.
it was that gypsy site where they spent years trying to kick them out, that old common,
Oh,
whatever
right,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
called. That, you remember that, when it went on for years?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. It was something,
Oh,
Yeah.
oak something, I didn't know. That were right behind that bloody bush there.
yeah.
Well, we sort of put two and two together and assumed that Jippos had, in for a quick getaway, and yeah,
Oh, yeah, because they
whipped off with first thing that
Why
they
did
come to, and that were air dryers.
Richard,
went
why
on
did you
foot.
give up lorry driving, if you don't mind me asking?
Where what?
Why did you give up lorry driving?
What crap. Terrible.
Okay.
Long hours. Mega long
Street
hours.
drivers like shit, don't
Yeah.
Shit.
No,
Never
right.
again.
My late brother-in-law was a lorry driver. He used to work for Brett's.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Richard was telling us last night, like when these new games come out, like for Xbox and PS5
Yeah.
and whatever,
Yeah.
they weren't even allowed a toilet break. They got go straight to thing. No stopping at services, no stopping
No,
for
you're
a
allowed to
piss,
stop
no
anywhere.
nothing. Couldn't-
No, you know why?
straight-
Because if the public knew that them games was on that lorry, they'd have been breaking into the lorry.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it got to get to his destination by midnight because a lot of these
Right.
were opening the doors at midnight so they could let people, first to oh, I've got an itchy nose. First into, and some of them had been like queuing up from about 3 o'clock that previous morning.
About midnight release.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's,
The most weirdest thing
I'll
I've
tell
ever
you what makes-
delivered, and it's funny, we're over your way, was the Christmas decorations for that big shopping centre.
Remember that? Yeah,
What's it called, that shopping centre near you? Is it Meadowhall?
Meadowhall.
That's it. And I had a big giant snowman on back, a big tree, and I opened curtains and there's this big white face sticking out like this.
And then he went under some light. What were that? Where were that when you went under them lights and you sort of
Oh, that was
mistook
Southport.
the eyes of them lights?
Southport.
I'll tell you what annoys me, right? Is when the new console comes out, people order them and buy them, and then again for more money.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong. That is wrong in my eyes.
That's the laws of supply and demand, Anthony.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't be allowed to do it. They should not be allowed
Well,
to do it.
are you going to
It's
stop
like
it?
ticket concerts as well,
I'm not saying it's
Anthony.
right.
If somebody like goes to a ticket office or whatever
Yeah,
and buys, I don't know, let's say 1,000 tickets for this particular concert that they know is going to be very popular,
yeah,
they sell them for thousands.
yeah. I know. But I think that's
And-
wrong when they.
Anyway,
And the
this other story is just said about Southport. He's
Oh,
driving along in his
That was a
truck.
nightmare.
Didn't take into account that they got all Christmas lights, on street.
Yeah,
Didn't realise how low these Christmas lights were. Drove underneath it, and it got
Yeah.
these Christmas lights flapping off back of his lorry.
It wasn't my fault though, because they'd put them to law. Whoever installed them had not took into account the height of wagons. And I just looked in the mirrors and I thought, what the hell's going on behind me? Lampposts were bending and things were falling. What the bloody hell's going on? It was on a retail park in Southport, right next to the railway station, a retail park. And there were just snowmen and trees bouncing around and smashing on floor. Luckily, had it been
In essence, that year, Richard had wrecked Southport's Christmas lights.
yeah, I stole Christmas that year. But
I'm going to get off, Jeanette, love.
Okie dokie then,
See you later, Johnny.
Johnny.
See you later,
Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
But
Bye.
had it been late on in the
Let
day,
Johnny.
they'd have landed on people's cars. It were lucky there were no cars on the retail park, so they just smashed. But had it been say at the time, they'd have landed on people's bonnets and things, and it'd been a right pickle.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I could just
What's the
imagine.
bridge?
Richard driving down Main High Street and
Doing his bridge
all
strike.
these Christmas lights just flailing behind him.
Well, I've
Yeah.
had a few
His
close
trailer
shaves
waits
with
under the
bridges,
bridge.
bloody hell.
And I did ask the pertinent question: has he ever gone under a bridge that is misjudged our bridges?
No, I've never misjudged one. But you go down south, and these like preserved railways. They're run by enthusiasts. They have bridges, and they don't have to have signs on. They're not governed by any sort of. So you approach a bridge, and you just haven't a clue. So you're creeping through it, and everybody's honking the bloody horn. And you're just like this at window and everybody.
We done that once. We done that once with our lorry and the Helter Skelter. We took the wrong turning, and of course we come to a low bridge. The lorry would go under it, but the Helter Skelter wouldn't because it was only a 30. It was I can't remember the height for the bridge, so we had to uncouple it, turn the Helter Skelter around in someone's garden, turn the lorry round, couple it back up, and go back out to the main road again.
But they were pleased about that, Anthony. That it got Helter Skelter in the back garden or front garden.
Yeah.
They
Well,
give
no
you
one
one
come
in
out to
Chorley,
help.
bridge
No
in
one
Chorley.
came out to help us because just two of us. I think it was me and two of us. Just me and my boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were one in Chorley, a bridge in Chorley that had the wrong height sign on. And everybody, all the wagon drivers, everybody knew about this sign. It said 13.3 on it, and it was way above 13.3. And then one day I was rattling towards it, knowing this bridge is obviously way over 13.3, and they'd installed a steel pipe underneath it. And it was 13.3, and God, did I have to slam on? Bloody hell.
I'll tell you another place. Have you ever been to Finsbury Park?
It rings a bell. What's that?
It's in
Whereabouts
London,
is that?
right? It's in London. If you know where the Finsbury Park Underground station is and the railway station, right? If you come out of there, you turn left. If you turn left, no double-decker buses can go under there. But I have actually seen a double-decker bus turn left and try to go under the bridge and rip the top of the bus off.
Bloody hell.
Really?
Yeah.
London's terrible to drive round. Terrible.
Oh, I know that.
I used to go every week, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Because after 7 o'clock at night, you weren't allowed to be on road. It were no wagons apart from permit holders.
What are you laughing at, mister?
It's just flashed a Mars bar.
Oh, you're going to get into trouble now. That wasn't me, Miss.
I was going to say, Anthony's had. Oh, Richard's got Pringles.
Yeah, you must have money to burn.
Sour cream and onion. No, they're on offer in Sainsbury's at the moment. $1.50.
That's all right. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I love them Pringles, Richard.
$1.50. They're usually about $2.50.
I love the prawn cocktail Pringles, the barbecue Pringles.
No, not barbecue.
Have you
Not
tried the smoky
vinegar.
bacon ones?
The original Pringles and the sour cream ones. They're my three favourites. Don't like anything too spicy.
That's happened a number of times near me. Double deckers. I was stuck under main train station bridge.
Yeah.
That's what this was. This was a main train station bridge. It was the East Coast Main Line. And if you turned left, you went to go under the bridge.
Tim's gone.
Yeah, I could never go back to that driving in London. I hated it.
Yeah,
As well, weren't you truck driving when you got that blood clot in your leg?
Yeah, I were right at the bottom. I'd been to Trago Mills, which is just near that. What's it called? That thing down south where it's underneath glass balls. I can't know what it's called.
Oh, I know what you're thinking of.
Oh,
Yeah.
You'll know.
Not is it? What they call it?
Big glass balls.
It's underneath a big glass dome.
Domes. Oh,
Crypto, have you seen him flash that Mars bar?
oh, God, what they call that? I can't remember. It's down in.
They're
Definitely
building one
Cornwall.
up north. Yeah, they're starting to build one up north.
I don't know why I think of Eden Project, but I think that's
That's it.
something else.
That's it. Eden Project.
Eden
that's
Project,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was an experiment where people lived in isolation for 2 years and you had to simulate living on Mars.
It's a thing under loads of glass balls. I've driven past it loads of times. I've never been in. And I were down there and
Yeah, it is. I was right. Oh, damn. Good.
and that's when I got that and I had to drive all the way back.
Domes.
They're getting rid of gold.
But London,
What have we got?
Yeah.
night in London in a wagon, you had to be off the street at 3 p.m.
The
unless you had a
change of
permit.
it's called
Whippy boots.
no, you're not gonna,
It's naughty boy.
Best thing about it, though, he went to hospital with his leg, and they sent him on his way, and he had to drive all the way back with
Yeah.
a blood clot in his leg, and he went to his local hospital, and he says, "You're lucky to be here.
Yeah.
If it had travelled any further, it'd have been the goner."
Friggin' hurt did that, I'll tell you.
Flipping now.
Get rid of gold.
It was like walking with a nail in your foot. It was horrendous. Luckily, wagon were automatic, so I didn't need my foot.
That's the one, partner.
Yeah, it looks like an alien base, doesn't it, or something?
That's right. That's the one.
Scotty says
Yeah.
they do nice banana smoothies at Eden Project. I mean, I've never been there, but I know of it.
I
But
used
yeah,
to go around there a lot. What's the area? That it's
Welcome
in?
back,
What's it called,
Tracy.
the area.
It's in Cornwall.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's in
town, like
Cornwall.
the nearest town.
St Austell
St Austell.
That's it.
It's an Arsenal.
or St Blaise. Well, it's actually St Blaise.
Blazy.
I used to go down there a lot to these. They have guidance centres down there where Scotty lives. They're called the big group. They're called Squires Guidance Centres.
welcome back, Tracy. But yeah, you know what I mean. And this is the thing. He went to hospital and they did NAF4 basically. Well, I
Yeah,
tell
they
a
did.
lie. They give you that thing, didn't they?
Yeah. It was like one of these urgent care centres. It were right at the bottom. It were at, what time were you in them? Because I'd just been to a B&M Bargains delivering there. And I went
Thank
to
you, Mark. It says very active discussion, good stream. Thank you. Yeah, we vary what we talk about on
Anything
you know,
goes
day
within
to day,
reason.
randomly.
You are?
Mark said very
Yeah, yeah.
active discussion, good stream
Yeah.
panel. Thank you. And I says that's what we do. We mention something when we go on to a discussion about it, and
Yeah.
very random. We don't sort of script
Yeah, like
anything in
Richard's
any way,
half-
shape, or form.
like Richard's half naked goth.
Yeah.
Richard and
Gone
his
from-
naked goth.
gone from model trains to hairy bushes to
Black Beaver.
to Eden
Yeah.
Project.
But you know, the colour of the beaver is usually the natural hair colour.
Anyway, yeah, we've sort of gone
Not many
full
people buy
circle,
the
gone to
beaver.
Eden Project, and Richard on about his blood clot in his leg.
Yeah.
I can't believe that sort of what did they give you, Richard?
Can't remember.
And you says you felt
Thinners, the thing with blood.
Remember. Oh, when I got to hospital up here, she first of all she took me blood, and that's when I fell over and fainted because she was walking with bloody great needles.
I'm
and
not.
we
I
just
don't
take
mean the
some blood,
T-shirt, Crypto. I'm
and I
sorry.
can't stand needles.
You'd be all right on Friday then, Richard. I've got to have me. I've got my blood pressure check and blood's done.
Oh,
It's morning, and then I've got to go back in afternoon for some old ladies only.
I'm not evil.
Yeah.
I hate the needles, and she just walked in with wafting this bloody great needle about, and that was me gone. And
Hey, I come out looking like a pincushion, Richard.
she come back 20 minutes later. She says, "We check your blood, and it looks like you've got a blood clot in your leg." And she gave me this injection, and it was unbelievable. It was like watching a film of Jesus. As within seconds of getting the injection, it went literally in seconds. The pain went. And I had to inject myself for 5 days afterwards in my stomach with these injections, and you should have seen that.
Richard.
What a performance that were.
and then you come out looking like a
A
dartboard.
junkie.
Got all these
Like
Well,
bloods
like that
all
in
over
King
you.
shower, like this. Shaking.
I had to inject myself with them twice a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to go on Friday. Hypertension, that's what they call it. It's just to check my blood pressure. Have my blood's done, and then I've got to go back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to get my lady bits checked.
I had my blood pressure done about
Male-
6
male
months
doctor,
ago, and it was bang on. Just
The all-female nurses, the all-female doctors, you know that, Callum. Oh, what does it matter, Callum,
Welcome
if
back
it's a male?
to
Oh, look at him, he's getting very protective. It better not be a man doctor.
I got to deal with
Yeah. Hey, oh, a doctor, Callum. They've seen more of them down there than you've had hot dinners, believe you me.
Yeah. You
What's
want to
that-
see when
what's
they're
that
having a baby and it's like
No,
watching
that's what I'm saying.
all creatures great and small when they have to shove their arm up and sort them out before they pop them out.
God, I wouldn't like that, John.
I've seen that with my own eyes when I was born. One of them were wrong way around. This
You'll
bloke
have to get
coming
the
in.
whips out to him quick,
like James Elliott.
Oh, you saw half that stuff on Claxon's
But no,
farm.
from a woman's point of view, it's not a pleasant thing, I'll tell you.
They spin them around inside before they come out.
You know, when you're in hospital, when my mum was in hospital, she used to get, the nurses used to come around and check her bloods. And she used to say, "Oh, here come the vampires again."
Hey, oh, honestly, God, Anthony, I had gallstones, but I were also 8 months pregnant at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I went to Nottingham City Hospital, right? Because I had to have this like camera thing down my throat. And sort of consultant come in, and there were nurses, there were doctors, there were, you know, cleaner from dark corridor, or everybody's trying to get this blood out. And this is the thing with me. I'm very hard to take blood out of.
Yeah.
And basically, this consultant, he must have been sort of on his way round. So they must have said to me, here in that bed, she's ever so difficult to get blood out of. Anyway, he'd come over, he even tried getting it out my neck. That's no word of a lie. He did manage in my foot, right? In my foot, in my hand, in my little fingers, in my neck, you know, he tried everywhere. They did eventually get it, but yeah, not without a fight.
You sure your
I'll
real
tell you
name's
what,
not Stone?
But yeah.
It's like trying to get blood out of a stone.
I nearly, when my mum was in hospital, I nearly had a few choice words with a doctor because he was trying to put a cannula in my mum's hand and he was hurting her. I nearly said, "Can't you see you're hurting her?"
In them sort of cases, that they usually put that cream, you know, like if you've got very brittle or thin veins.
Yeah,
and
no,
if they
he didn't put none of that on.
If they have to resort to getting it out the hand, they put like a plaster thing on with some like white stuff on it, and it's supposed to numb it. But yeah, I always say my blood is like liquid gold, and that's why I don't give it up easily. But you see, this is the thing. Lifelong condition. I've got an underactive thyroid, so I know all jargon.
Right.
A thyroid function test is TFT. Liver function test, kidney function test. I know all shortcuts and whatnots, you know. It's one of these things where I've been there, I've done that, I've got t-shirt, you know what I mean? But yeah, I often come out at nurses and I've had more prick than a dartboard.
It made me think of bullseye for some reason.
No word of a lie, I've had like about 5 plasters all over me.
Keep out the black and in the red, you're getting off this game for 2 in the bed.
Honestly.
Who you think
Here's
you
what
are?
you could have won.
But there's this one particular nurse, and she's like what can I say? She's a trainee phlebotomist, but she does my B12 injection because they have to go every 12 weeks for a
Trainee
B12
what?
injection, and
What?
she is really, really good.
A trainee
Say
what?
she's only a trainee, she's good at what she does, and she hits the spot straight away.
I thought you said she said what said she were a trainee what?
Phlebotomist.
Oh God.
It's people that
Lobotomist.
take your blood. They're phlebotomists.
I thought you said lobotomy. I thought they'd outlawed that 60 years ago.
Yo, do you think I'd be sat here now if I'd had a lobotomy?
That's when they used to ram a crowbar up over their eye to separate the brain, weren't they? When they were
Anyway, that is the correct term for a person that takes your blood. Now, this is the thing. You can go to hospital, any hospital, and they've got a team of phlebotomists. Now, you imagine the amount of people that they have coming through them doors. They can hit the spot straight away. They just put tourniquet on you, feel about your thing. No, I can't get no there. We'll go on to other arm. And they get it first time. And that is because that's what they're trained to do. They're trained to find your veins and, yeah. I think they're going for 501 partners with me.
It's like when I went for my pre-op assessment to have my hip done, they took 3 vials of blood out of my arm.
Well, this is no word of a lie, honestly, Anthony. When I go on Friday, it's what I call me MOT.
Yeah.
Because they do everything. I bet you when you know these kidney shaped dishes that they come. I bet you any money there's at least 6 vials in that thing. They test everything. But yeah, for the fact that I've got like this life condition, I don't know whether you heard about thyroid. Yeah.
I know yeah.
Anyway, I've got an underactive thyroid, and I have to take thyroxine for the rest of my life. Now they have to keep a check on that because sometimes it can fluctuate. It can go up or down. You know what I mean? So they have to keep a close eye on it. But yeah, I bet any money when I go, when I go on Friday, I bet that there's at least 6, because I know there'll be a thyroid function test, liver function test, kidney function test. What else? Yeah, I bet at least 5.
Yeah.
But
God, that flipping bullseye, them prizes on that were paying for.
That's why they don't come at me all that often, Anthony.
From Walsall,
again. Troubles, are you?
And if when they didn't win, they'd roll out like the mini metro.
But come on, that wasn't such a bad thing to win in 1981.
You know, if like me, your veins are my veins is very deep. You know, like a little ultrasound thing, what, when you're pregnant, they can do that with your vein. And they can find a vein straight away with this it's like a mini ultrasound thing. And like in certain cases, if it's very, very hard to get blood out of, they can just rub this ultrasound thing on you over your veins and they know where to go. But yeah. But yeah, I think they run for hills when they see me. Oh God, it's here again. We'll be here all day at this rate.
How often do you have to go to the hospital then, Jeanette?
Pardon?
How often do you have to go to the hospital?
I'm only under the hospital at the moment with my CPAP thing. And I'm going on 31st of July for like a review. I need a new machine and everything. But it's only once a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to go to this is doctors, I have to go quite often to doctors for one checkup or other.
Yeah, well, you can't. Well, down here, you can't even get a doctor's appointment.
Oh, ours not too bad. Because see, where we live, doctors is just up road. But they do you ring up, let's say at 8:30 in the morning, and it's like a triage system. and you're telling receptionist your life history and what's wrong with you, and
Oh
yeah, Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And they sort of pass that on to the doctor to determine, you know, how quick they call you back.
Yeah.
But you see, Chris had like an external blood clot about, I don't know, would you say about 2 months ago, partner, something like that. Anyway, when I say an external blood clot, I'll have to show it you. It looks like a third nipple. But yeah, it's good morning, Callum.
Good morning.
I've got to find it first. Probably haven't saved it. Anyway, it come up like a third nipple on his on back of his back of his calf muscle.
Yeah.
Anyway, he rung them up, and Chris said I'd like literally just put the phone down, and she rang back, and it basically he'd said to the receptionist, "Oh, I've a lump's come up on my leg." Well, obviously he mentioned lump, and yeah, that they were on it like a car bonnet. And then, lo and behold, they put him on blood thinners. Took him to, he went to hospital. They says, "Oh, you're very lucky. It's an external blood clot, not like Richard's, which was an internal blood clot." Yeah, blood thinners. And then 2 days later, a frigging dog bit him.
Oh, lovely.
Bad luck, that.
Bad luck, that.
Yeah, you couldn't make it up, honestly. And it were all on the same leg. You've heard me talk about cellulitis. It were on that very same leg.
Flipping hell.
Yeah, and yeah, like 2 days after he'd been on these blood thinners, it was a Saturday morning. He comes back and he's coming upstairs and he goes, oh, I says, "What's up?" He says, "I've just been out with our biscuit, and best about it, it's one of his neighbours. It's their dog. Never apologised, never got asked how he were, jack shit." Anyway, so it will back.
Did he go for tetanus?
Every week with that, because he was on the blood thinners, it weren't healing up as quickly. He thought at one point he might have had to have a skin graft, but he didn't.
Did he go for tetanus when the dog bit him?
Pardon?
Did he go for tetanus when the dog bit him?
No, because he did ask at the hospital about a tetanus, or either that or doctors, and they said, in your lifetime, you can only have 5 tetanus injections, and he'd had his 5.
All right.
So yeah, they said they didn't think he needed it. It's
I am.
Are you being saucy, Joel?
No,
That's it, sort of our field, Anthony.
All right.
It were really, really deep.
Oh, flipping hell.
Yeah.
And it were backwards and forwards to hospital for weeks with it. That's sort of when he first did it.
Oh,
Terrible.
yeah.
Say it morning, Callum. But yeah, she never, even one of sort of neighbours that don't know him way over yonder, he was walking around with Biscuit and he went, "Isn't it you that so-and-so's dog bit?" And he says, "Yeah." He says, "How's your leg?" And he were asking our Chris, and she's never once asked him how his leg is, how he's doing.
Oh,
and
no, the Karen wanted the Karen dog.
Yeah,
dog
and this is no word of a lie. No. One at walks that Chris went on, and he were on it other day, and she were coming other way. Best about it, she didn't have a dog on a lead. Now, but our Biscuit were on lead. Anyway, Chris saw her coming, and just so she didn't have to make any contact or eye contact with him, she did a detour and went other way.
Oh, what she did?
Yeah, just to avoid him.
Yeah.
But you see, he didn't want it. He never reported it, you see, which I think he should have done.
I think he should have done.
But he says, well, it weren't dog's fault, it's her because she can control it. You know what I mean? She's more to blame than the dog is. If she can't control that dog, then she should have it on the lead, and she didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been through some things as Chris, bless him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you couldn't make it up. He's had cellulitis, dog bite, and a bloody external blood clot all on the same leg.
Nah.
We lovingly refer to it as his third nipple.
Oh yeah, we talked
It
about
just
Scaramanga.
Honestly, it just
Scaramanga.
looked like a third nipple,
Yeah.
honestly. But it will look it with an external one, which is less
The man with the golden
dangerous.
gun.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sort of with forethought. I mean, yeah, I said to him, you know, he should have reported it. You know, and my thoughts go to somebody. Let's say that they out with the kids, and she's not got it on a lead. That's on my conscience if it bites
Yeah.
a kiddie,
Yeah, exactly.
and I don't want that on my
What
conscience.
sort of dog has she got?
Chris says it were a little curly thing. Probably a cockapoo or something daft like that. But he says it was like got curly fur. So yeah. But it is over it, you know, we can laugh about it.
It reminds me of a story when we was going on holiday one year. We was going on holiday to Scarborough, and it was early in the morning, and we was at York Station. Of course, I've got two dogs. I'm holding two dogs, and the dogs have gone under the bench on York Station. The porter's come round, cleaning the platform, because I'm on my own. My mum and my sister's gone to the toilet, and Tim had gone to the toilet but not told me. And the porter's come round, sweeping up like he does, and the dogs come from under the bench and bit the porter. And that because it was looking as though we was going to lose the dog, but the judge was lenient because the dog was doing his job of protecting me.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Smith. How are you?
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
technically,
when all said and done,
not under
Chris had
control.
got our biscuit on lead, and it was coming for biscuit. So Chris just pulled him round back of it. So we went for this dog went for the next nearest thing, which was Chris's leg.
Yeah, my mum had to go to court over it, and we had to put a muzzle on him after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But same as Joel says, I mean, it's all on his hospital records.
Control.
Like for weeks and weeks and weeks after it happened, they were having to go backwards and forwards to hospital every week. Because initially they thought it was that bad that he might have to have a skin graft. But yeah.
But we had him on a lead. I had him on the lead. I too. It was called Blackie and Jimmy, and Jimmy's bit the porter. It was Jimmy that bit the porter.
What breed? With dogs.
But yeah, I agree. But Chris did say when he bumped into her that time, and then she did a detour, she had got it on lead then. So I don't know whether it's happened again or it's happened before that. And yeah, when Chris saw her again, it were on lead.
Yeah, now our dog was mongrels, but Jimmy had a curly tail. His tail went right over the top to his, near enough to touching his back of his body and back of his back.
Well, this is the thing. Their garden sort of backs onto our garden, and they just let it out on back garden to do whatever, and it starts barking, and Chris will shout, "Shit, come back to it." Yeah. You know, now you can't get to me. You know, Chris shouts, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to call it a night because it's 25 to 12. Chris has got to go up early with Callum with this course or whatever.
All right, Jeanette.
And yeah, that. Hey up, but Gaffer's in. I'm just closing it down, Gaffer. So catch me on the baking tomorrow.
What are you baking tomorrow?
Cornflake tart. There you go.
Hey.
So, I'll see you on the next one, guys.
Yeah, all right then. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Does that play all the way through, or does it cut off?